my weekly payments to Storm, and that's going into an escrow fund. And when we hit level 10, that's when Storm gets his
Then
payout.
he finally
Because
gets.
I feel like we're just turning the wheels here.
That's
You know what I'm
true.
saying?
That's true.
I'm talking. I'm in the middle of like my 5th or
Wait,
6th encounter as this level.
wait. Hear me out.
We've seen 4 party members come and go. Like
Hold on. Hear me out. What we do is we start paying him weekly the dollar amount to the level we are. So we go down to
oh,
$9 a week right now. And what it is that incentivizes him because if he wants, I mean, you might as well just jump us up to 20 right now. $20 a week for a level 20 campaign. You know.
Funny, funny. All right, guys. Well, let's do a little recap from last week's sesh. You guys had come into the vault of the Windstorm Citadel and had found yourselves face to face with some giants, particularly a plate armored stone giant and a cloud giant that you guys have not yet faced or had not yet faced in combat, along with some form of elemental Hulk that they had summoned. But all was not lost as things were looking a little tough. The doors slammed open, and Kimley, the captain of the guard of Windstorm Citadel, arrived, and in tow she had one soldier that did absolutely nothing for the combat, and then another that did a lot for the combat. This is where we met our newest party member, Claude, who is a ridiculously strong barbarian that claps so many cheeks. And he got what was it, a pentakill last
I
week?
think it was 4 at the end there, including combo.
Yeah, five
the
if you
quad
include
kill.
combo. And honestly, that's about where we left off. The one of the cloud giants, or the cloud giant, I should say, did make his escape. He turned himself into a very slow-moving gaseous form just to squeeze out that window there. And then when he came to the other side, changed back to his normal form and ascended towards the Sky Citadel that is now actually, as you can see, beginning to move away from Windstorm Citadel. And with that, Cloud Giant went many of the riches of your peoples.
I did get. I'm
Um,
still so fucking. At least like 5 times in the past week at random points throughout the day, the numbers 2 and 3 have jumped into my head. It's just still I can't believe on a 20 and a 6, it was like 2 and 3.
I know that was rough, man. That was rough. Yeah, that last minute shield to deflect your magic missiles. But he did stumble, and a bag on his hip fell. And Demarcus, when you caught it, that bag happens to be about the size of your torso. So on him it looked tiny, but on you it is a massive bag that can certainly contain some interesting little treats potentially. So, that's where we left off. If you guys would like to, tell me what your characters are doing.
I am just making it back to them for now.
Hey, can you do me a favor and tell me how many hit points you think Comba might have right now?
Did you not keep track?
I thought I always keep track of health. It's the one thing that I keep track of with Comba and his things, but I still have failure death saves up.
Oh,
Oh,
cause
yeah,
you
we didn't pick you up yet. I think you're still on the ground.
Oh no shit, I thought that I fucking all right, my bad. I'm sorry. Oh,
No,
you
you're
know
good.
what? Yeah, the last thing I said before we I'm sorry.
yeah
So the
you
last
were
thing I
gonna
said
cast a
before I
level
said
1 healing word.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm
yeah.
not. We don't need to worry about that. I'm sure you're bouncing up. So, you could either utilize first level spell from Gumare, or you could certainly do, you know, something else too if you need to.
No, yeah, that's a problem.
Okay, perfect.
Sorry,
Yeah. So
I was doing
you
drugs and I can't remember things.
you stand
When
you
less 8.
stand back up. Things are looking pretty grim. Despite all of the treasure that you guys as players see in the background, in fact, the majority of it is gone. As these giants, you caught them right as they were finishing scooping as much of the wealth that was left in the vault into their bags as they floated away. And Demarcus, as you settle back down into the vault room to see, it's a very different sight than what you left. There are dead bodies everywhere. Orogs all around, an exploded fire giant, a Kamba that has metal shrapnel sticking out of him from the explosion. Um, and you see your father kind of standing there in the center. Uh, and he says, "Demarcus, my boy, we failed."
Well, I say half failed. I was able to get this, but I wasn't able to stop the cloud giant. And I, put the bag at his feet.
Okay, go ahead and roll one of every die.
What the fuck? Okay.
Um, Demarcus, can you see through the eyes of your familiar?
I mean, yeah, I can. I know I had left. Am I rolling uh, 2d10 technically for a d100 or just one of the d10?
It should show up as a D100, and so yeah, I'll have you roll one, literally one of each die.
Sure.
Um,
All right.
you should look through your familiar's eyes to see if your mom is still okay.
Yeah, I think I had done that at some point during, but I do that again.
Okay. So you find in the bag what equivalates to about 720 platinum, which
Is
is
that?
a lot of gold.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that 720,000
Is each one
or is that
No,
10 or is each one
it's
100?
7,200?
7,200. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
7,200 gold. But Demarcus, you would know that this isn't much.
That's
This is
less than what I just
maybe
brought back.
exactly, and the cost of running the Windstorm Citadel, like you guys barely saw what is out there, which is dozens of patrols that are dozens strong that escort towards the north, which is normally quite dangerous, and that's where the Windstorm family really kind of got a lot of their prestige and wealth. Is it's a safe area to trade, but that comes at its own cost. And also, you've sunk a ton of cost into the rebuilding of Windstorm Citadel after the attack, reinforcing it. You have no idea how many people have died, and you're gonna have to pay war guilds in order to compensate those families that lost their brave mothers, daughters, sons, and fathers that in the defense of Windstorm Citadel. And this is it. This is everything that your family has now. Everything else has been cleared out. But as you're looking at the bag and its contents, I need you to roll me a D100. 99. This is going to be
99.
very interesting. Give me 1 second because I need to get my magic table up, which I thought I had.
Ocean of
Okie
Hill Giants, Jane.
We will see. Let me just keep on scrolling. Okay. Interesting. At the bottom flops out this book, and it falls to the ground. And you're looking at it, and you've never seen this before, Demarcus. But your dad, you can hear this like sharp intake of breath, and he looks at you and he says, "This, the odds are so slim that of all the things that would remain, would be your homecoming gift." And he hands it over to you. This is a tome of leadership and influence. This book contains guidelines for influencing and charming others, and its words are charged with magic. If you spend 48 hours over a period of 6 days or fewer studying the book's contents and practicing its guidelines, your charisma score is increased by 2,
What?
and as does your maximum for that score. This is magic item type table I. And it is absolutely wild that you got that one as a
They're pretty cool.
charisma-based character.
Okay. So,
So
It's pretty sweet.
it'll
yeah,
take some time. It will take some time.
of course.
But yeah, your charisma score will increase by 2.
Which will make it
Um,
18 plus 4.
Yeah, so you'll move into a +4, and it increases your maximum. So as you're leveling and you're picking either feats or ability score improvements that would increase it, you're no longer limited at 20, you're limited at 22.
Got it. Awesome. Okay.
Yeah, that's wild. I've never had that come up in any of the tomes, in fact, in any of the games that I've played.
I mean, yeah,
So,
like magic items and like weapons and potions are cool, but
yeah,
+2 to a stat, like, yeah, I'll take that every time.
yeah.
Especially one
And
that I use a lot.
Yeah, it's pretty great. And that was on Magic Item Table H. My apologies, not I. Okay, cool. So that and all of that gold. And your father looks at you and he says, You've earned it, and you should keep it. We'll we'll have to hold on to the gold, of course.
Of course.
And it is mostly platinum, honestly. Even though it's a massive bag, it is mostly platinum. But there's quite a bit of gold in there as well. And he turns and he looks around and he says, "I wish there was something I could give to all of you. You all fought so hard and so bravely. I don't even know most of you." And he looks around and he sees a GIF, a Dwerger that is massive, a Combo who he's met before certainly, but he's seen a lot of you guys for the first time, and Lionel also comes over and he says, "Well, you guys fought pretty hard. That was impressive, especially you, big guy. Well, both of you, big guys, actually." And he kind of gestures to both of you guys that are enlarged, and he says, "What's that? What are y'all names?"
I am Claude. I have come here in search of the Reckless Six. Have I found them?
The,
Wait,
you-
y'all
well-
y'all know who we are?
I mean, there's not quite 6 anymore, but that is the name
Yeah,
we
boy,
used
we
to
ain't-
go by.
We ain't been called that in the Gith's age.
I know I'm not the brightest, but pretty close to 6 here. The way I'm looking at it.
Yes, we've had 6, then like 4, then 6 and 5, but so it's kind of an interchangeable name, but we are quite reckless.
Well,
Reckless tends to get the job done, in my opinion.
why are you looking for us?
I was sent by Harshnag to bring you back to the Temple of Amon.
Harshnag's still okay.
Last I saw him, he was.
I guess that makes sense. That's normally how, yeah, that's how messengers work.
We're just we're gonna just kind of glaze over the fact the last time we were there, Harshnag's like friend turned out to be a dragon that almost killed us.
Well, also almost
that how
in fact, wait, okay, actually out of character. The last time we saw Harshnag was him going down with the temple when the blue dragon attacked, right?
Correct. That is
We
the
haven't
last
seen him.
time.
Okay, well, it's good to know that he made it out of the rubble.
How do we
Claude.
know he made it out of the rubble?
Well, I mean,
So setting timelines, Claude, the last time you saw Harshnag was in the Temple of Amon at the Spine of the World, and it was still intact.
oh god,
So from a timeline perspective, his last encounter with Harshnag would have been before he got so
like a month ago at this point.
peek behind the screen. He sent out Claude right when he got back to the Spine of the World to help Brimskarda and Hayes. When you guys sent them over, Claude was there, and he was like, "Hey." After a couple days, he was like, "Hey, go get the Reckless Six." And then all of this shit happened. You guys came back and left, and Claude's been searching for you guys this entire time.
So we
Sorry,
probably
I don't mean to
passed him
steal
on
your
the
thunder there,
passed him
Claude.
on the road at some point, like gave him a nod as
That's
he
all
walked
right.
by him.
Yeah, maybe, but from a timeline perspective, that's kind of what's
Okay.
been going on here, and why he might have a gap in knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Well, sorry to tell you. Unfortunately, we got ourselves a little problem up there in the mountains. Hate to be the one to bear bad news, but Harshnag, he gave his life to get us out of a pretty sticky situation. The aforementioned dragon, she done a number on us. Harshnag gave us the time to escape.
Last we
Well,
saw him, the temple was coming down quite literally on top of him.
this dragon is still alive.
Oh, yes.
Close as I can figure it, Dragon, she might be the one that done orchestrated all this. I think her machinations done took the giant king down. And then, I mean, we were there, DeMarcus. You know, the definitively that dragon was the one that captured the princess and the throne. And now, I mean, we're looking for a way to get the king back. I think that where we were.
Well,
All of this is
need
sidetracked me.
to defeat the dragon, help the princess, find and free the king. There's some pirates we've got. Oh yeah, we've got quite a bit going on.
Claude,
And then, sorry.
this would be the first you've heard that Princess Sarissa, who's kind of taken over the throne in the absence of King Hakaton, and whom you would know. This is the first you've heard that she's in danger or anything like that. Last you were in the Maelstrom, um, she was perfectly fine.
So the king is dead. The
Well,
princess is in
missing.
danger. And you all are going to help?
Well, look at my home. These giants need to be stopped. I wouldn't even call it a noble adventure, and it's not exactly because I like to help people, but at this point, and I kind of like look up towards like the flying fucking castle of doom. It seems that somebody needs to stop them.
My part, don't nobody get to push people around. Not these giants, not this dragon. Nobody. I've seen way too much of this nonsense to know if you ain't step up, do it yourself, ain't gonna get done.
If it will lead to avenging the death of Arnog or finding out where he is and helping the princess, I can tag along with you if you need more help.
We could always use more help. And that goes for you too. And DeMarcus turns to talk to Chet for the first time since Chet's appeared. Chet's kind of
Literally, I was coughing and I was about to do Kamade.
fucking. He turns around and Chet is kind of like slowly walking towards and kind of looking at the bag of platinum. And I smack his hand with my staff. Mm.
Yes, even I, of the sky people, from Solune's tears themselves, come down to the planet here. These events are much larger than you groundlings know. Mm. And Kumare starts sniffing around, and he says, it stinks of death in here. An unpleasant sucker to the nose. And he cracks open a ripe melon from one of the last melons you notice at his hip. Need to restock soon. And he starts to suck the juice from out of it, his tongue lapping the sides of the melon in a very disturbing way. he seems to not notice anybody else in the room.
I'm so disappointed every time Gamades does anything.
Good.
Yeah, no,
I'm
no, it's
glad you
perfect.
are.
No, it's perfect. It's well done. Um, fuck. I mean, but how's Kimberly stayed alive? Correct.
Yeah, she's alive. She's just barely hanging on. She comes out with the other guard, um, who's looking terrified and embarrassed of his lack of contribution. But Kimberly sees all this. She's listening in, and she says to the guard, "Tim, go and fetch the lady." And the guard leaves. Well
There
fought,
needs to
all of
be.
you.
There has to be common names.
Right. Not
Sorry.
everything can be Gan Thor the Mighty. Like sometimes
Oh.
sometimes you just need Tim.
Yeah.
Dune is the best with that. Every name is weird, except for the main character.
Right.
Yeah. Oh. So the guard runs off to go and fetch what you presume to be your mother.
Could anybody else use a drink?
I
Use
could
a few
probably use
stitches.
several. Just one thing though, we gotta check on that. How's the rest of the city looking? Combo goes to the window there. Does
Yeah.
I mean, are there any more like pockets of resistance, or are there fights going on?
You see
I know
that
sorry.
you see that things are settling down. Like there's still some like injured hobgoblins and goblins and orcs that are like trying to flee the city, but now it's like roving bands of the city guard are shouldering crossbows and just like putting down the remnants. But it seems like, and DeMarcus, you saw this, and if you guys had turned to watch the Sky Castle as it slowly leaves, you'll notice that there are dozens of figures silhouetted in the flashes of lightning as they are kind of flying back towards the mothership, if you will. Their little incursion successful, at the very least, done.
What direction is the castle going off in? Back towards the ocean?
It is going back towards the ocean. Disregard the compass because it would actually be almost direct west. A little
Okay.
west northwest.
Okay.
And the moon shades are southwest from where we are. Yes.
Correct. Yeah, the moonshades would be quite a bit south from your current position.
And the
Okay.
pink islands that we were told those pirates or what the captains were at are like
Are in
directly
the moon
west,
shades.
right?
They're almost directly west of your position. Let me double check my map
Yeah, I
here.
think they're like just north of the Moonshays.
I know nothing about those islands, which disturbs me. I need to
the,
reread. I need to reread the Darkwell series.
the purple rocks, yeah, and they're almost direct west.
Okay.
Where is my? Sorry.
Okay. And Lionel says, "Well, you all look all right. I'm gonna go and tend to the wounded and give the rights to the fallen." And he also leaves, and Kimley joins him. And as they leave, they pass your mother, Demarcus, as she's walking in. She's been like singed by lightning. She's got cuts and bruises all over her, but she looks healthy enough. She strides up. She gives your father a real sloppy smooch. Um, and she looks about. She says, "Oh God, I
Come
hate
on, he finally gets to hear it. I'm so
this."
happy.
Uh, oh God, I gotta see if I can even do it anymore. She she gives him a real sloppy smooch, and she says, Well, Demarcus, Kwamba, who are your new friends?
Just pretend that you're Marky Mark, dude.
It's like a mix
Hey,
of
hey.
Jersey and Marky Mark, and it's
Turtle guy.
perfect.
Turtle guy, how's your mother doing? Say hi to your mother for me.
Well, this is Claude, Chet, I believe his name was, and Gumade, our new, well, friends.
And Gumade, he bows low and deep, his forehead almost touching the floor, which is impressive given the size of like his belly.
Yeah, it seems
You
like
know
it
what I
would be
mean?
way
Like
too
the
top
physics
heavy.
of it doesn't make any sense, but he does it. He gets away with it, and his nose barely brushes the dust of the floor, and he bows deeply and he says, Mrs. Windstorm, sorry. This here special fruit I have brought just for you." And he pulls out this elongated kind of yellowish fruit with ribs and stuff like that along the side, bumped, and he says, "Yes, the sweet cocoa fruit comes just from Salune's tears. A long way I have traveled to meet you." And he hands it out to her.
She takes it, never having seen this fruit before, and she says, "That's that's just a real nice gift. I really appreciate that. What was your name?"
Gumare. I
That's
come here to help you groundlings with these giants, for they have disturbed us amongst the stars.
oh great. Those fucks are messing in the stars too. Wonderful. Well, I can say they're leaving. That fucking sky castle started flying away. I don't know why. I kind of went Australian there. That was weird.
I feel like you do that every time after
You're
like
leaning
a minute.
heavily Australia.
It's hard.
But after she says, I don't know why they're leaving, um, your father speaks up and he says, "Well, dear, I think I do." And he kind of gestures back towards the vault, which your mother is seeing for the first time, and it's just empty. And she says, "God damn it. Well, I suppose we'll have to go after him."
Well, no, you guys, you should stay here and look after the people and try to rebuild with what you can. It seems that me and Kamba and our new friends here, it seems that we'll be going after them. I'll be
Well, I hate to be this person, but we lost a lot of people. We could use a little help around here. I understand that you might gotta go, but I like this Gumari fella. Maybe he stays. Helps protect us. And this one, I saw him feather a few giants with that crossbow there. Oh my god, this accent is impossible to
it
maintain
literally
for more than
it
3
starts
seconds.
it literally goes Jersey, more Bostonian to Australian. It's a progression that I can watch each time. It's perfect.
Oh, I apologize. I don't know why I chose this for myself. Um,
You know what?
anyway,
DeMarcus stays at home and just has conversations with his mother now for the rest of the campaign.
oh no. Sorry, Demarcus dies suddenly.
Suddenly.
But she points at Chet and she says, "Now this fucker, he knows how to operate a crossbow." Oh my god, I give up. And she points at Chet and suggests that he also stay.
Well, ma'am, let me tell you something. I came here, and seems that you guys know how to throw a party. And I'm just saying, I reckon if you need my help around here and the alcohol keeps flowing the way it has been the past few days, I could stay.
Well, that would be much appreciated. We don't have much that we can pay, but I imagine some salaries just freed up. So we'll pay you as long as we can keep you, and we appreciate the efforts. Son, I've been working on something, a new venture for the Windstorm family that I think might help. And he excuses himself and takes off for a little while.
Okay.
Kumade is sad, and I'm sad that Kumade has to leave the party
We knew it was
because I
happening.
like Kumade. Because I didn't know it was happening. I told you last week, Kumade's not going anywhere, dude.
I actually thought about asking Storm because I was genuinely thinking about having Chet try to steal the gold and us kill him on the way out. That was my plan.
Listen, I was going to. Well, we'll play it out. Never mind.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
No, I don't give a shit, dude. He can stay here if you want. You're the DM. Don't matter to me.
Yeah, now that we have another person, me and you taking up twice the time is like it's just
I know,
it's
yeah,
so
that sucks.
unfair to yeah.
I just love the you know, the sensual
No, see,
sexual nature.
no, I don't care what happens, Gamade stays. I don't care if Kamba dies, Gamade's gone.
You don't want Kumade? What the fuck?
Maybe we run into him later. Maybe just not every week. Just not.
Wait until you meet my bard in the next campaign. My bard is the most insufferable fucking piece of shit that you've ever met.
I can't wait.
All right. After a little while, your father returns. But is there anything you guys want? I mean, you've got Claude, you've got Gamara, you've got Chet, your mom here.
I mean, immediately, I would I think DeMarcus would probably ask Kamba to join everybody else too, but DeMarcus would want to go around and kind of check on the townsfolk. But ultimately, for the night at least, depending on how long you're talking, definitely want to invite everybody. What's my fucking cousin's name?
Lionel?
Yeah, like including Lionel and Kimberly and everybody. Definitely a night at the bar for drinks once DeMarcus has made his rounds and checked on the town and kind of, see what's going on.
Well, how long are we planning to stay here, like post battle? Like, we'll get a long rest the next day. Are we leaving, or are we chilling here for like another day after that? Because if I'm staying here like for another day after that, what Gumade would do is prepare Goodberry, and he would go around using all of his spell slots to just heal as many of the most critically injured, and use Goodberry to, I mean, they're common people with like what, 6 hit points or something like that. You know what I mean?
That's even worse
Just
than like
fucking
4.
right. Well, a one Goodberry
Yeah.
would heal a fucking person from the brink of death.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
the guards have 6 or 8. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. So as you guys are kind of trying to decipher what you're gonna do the next day, your father comes back and he's got a tray that he's like precariously balancing these 3 vials. And he comes in and he says, "Now I've only ever successfully done this a handful of times, but this right here is called a good night's sleep. You put one of these down, you're out for about 5 minutes. But man, it feels like you got the best week of sleep of your life. If you guys are going after that castle, you're gonna need these."
Is this a potion of long rest essentially?
It is essentially a potion of long
Yeah.
rest.
Is there an actual word? Is this an actual thing in the game?
I know it is in
It's
Baldur's
a thing
Gate.
in Baldur's Gate. Yeah.
I've seen DMs use
Kamba,
a variation of this.
I was just
in
curious
several
if it was
campaigns.
if there was like an actual like name for it, because that's sick.
Kamba, knowing a bit about alchemy, what asks, how you brew one of these?
Well, one, you have to have some pretty state-of-the-art facilities. We just installed them a couple years ago while DeMarcus was getting ready for his whole, thing. And started experimenting, brought in a new scientist. But it's
I'm
the
sorry.
rarity of the materials and the
Madam
how
Windstorm, can you explain this to me instead?
she can't. She doesn't know. Um, but he says it's all about how fast you can change it from its gaseous form into its liquid form.
So it's all about the
Now,
condensation stage.
yes. He's like, son, I'm so proud of you that you know this. So listen, normally, without the aid of magic, things can only evaporate or become frozen as so fast, right? So, with a little bit of magic thrown in the mix, the speed at which we are moving this from a gas into a liquid is a truly different form of distillation. You do that for the right ingredients with the right balance, and what you get is one of the most vicious poisons you've ever experienced. It puts you down, but the next day you feel great. So we kept practicing until we could narrow down that parameter. And you know what? We got it down to about 5 minutes. 5 minutes on your ass, feeling like absolute shit, but you get all the benefits of a good night's rest.
Now,
Now Comba's interested. Now Comba's like, how fast could you turn this product around? I mean, how many potions are we making per hour? What's your and you know what I mean? Like now Comba's doing some mental math here.
um, fucking it. To ask, is this Storm? Are you leading us? In other words, are we supposed to drink this basically like now or before we leave here to chase after the castle right away, or is this like we're still gonna stay here and have a long rest tonight, and this is for the road? I don't know.
It's totally up to you on how you guys want to pursue it. Keep in mind that this castle has just sustained heavy losses, laying siege to this castle of your own, of the Windstorm
Right.
Citadel. They're all licking their wounds.
We know for a fact the Cloud Giant has about 9 health left.
The Cloud Giant has 9 HPs left, yes. So from a strategy standpoint, this is probably the best opportunity
If we
to
think we
strike.
can take it on our own, now is the time to do it.
Correct. But if you guys wanted to wait, you would also need to find the means by which to chase this down. Right now, as it stands, the couple of hippogriffs that your parents keep could make the flight there and drop you guys off by flying really high and you kind of doing like your halo drop.
Fuck yeah.
And Demarcus, this is all kind of like going through your head of this possibility because you know what resources your folks
DeMarcus is
have.
always thinking Halo drop. Like that's
Well, yeah,
always yeah.
absolutely. And so you'd think that you'd get a good opportunity to sneak in. So from a strategic standpoint, this is where it makes the most sense. You can still see them. You don't know about course changes or anything else or reinforcements after this.
Okay. DeMarcus goes into his bag where he has a remaining 537 gold. And I hold it out and offer it to my mom, my dad there. Expect with the drained vault, and I say I'd like to leave this with you. I do wonder though. We have one. We have either a scroll or a potion of invisibility. Do you have two? Do you have the resources to give us two either scrolls or potions of invisibility? We have one. We just need two.
Um, your mom is like, well, son, I might have something like that in my armoire. Let me go check. I'll be right back. And she takes off.
I throw my 537 gold into the pile, into the empty vault as like this small scatter of gold.
Your dad's saying he's like, could just hand it to me. Now somebody's gonna have to pick all that up.
Just give him a gold. It'll be more than enough. You know how we do it. We don't pick things up ourselves. What do you?
Things are tough, son. can't push these people too much. You just got attacked.
I flick a silver because I have 105 silver for some reason. I flick a silver to that guard who's like on death's door, and I go, "Can you put that in a neat pile?"
He's like, yeah, this is like 2 days' pay.
Yeah, right, right, exactly.
Look, now I don't know what you thinking here, Demarcus, but I can't speak for my friend here. And he gestures to Claude, and he says, "But there's just the 5 of us with what with Gumare here and Chit. But we need potions. We need things, man. I'm out for plumb out of everything. I ain't even got no basic potions."
Let me take you out of character real quick. That 537 gold could not buy much besides like fucking like it couldn't buy much. It couldn't buy 2 potions of invisibility. And
That's fine.
And what I'm thinking is if we Halo drop, which I could actually see this in character, we fly above. We
Kamba
drop
has
down.
7,700 gold.
Okay, yeah. So like we could definitely still. I'm just saying like my gold that I just threw in is not a. I didn't know if that's what you were saying. Like I shouldn't waste the gold. I'm like, because that's not a waste of gold for 2 fucking.
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying like if we leave now, and Claude, feel free to weigh in here. Like if we were to leave now and go do this, Claude, how is? I mean, actually, you don't wear heavy plate, so you don't get disadvantage with stealth rolls.
You can't wear any armor, correct? As a barbarian.
Yeah, no armor. I mean, I can wear armor, but
You're right.
Unarmored defense.
Right, which I think you can only wear like light or medium, and it ends up giving you the same anyway. So it's like, why fucking wear armor?
Yeah, unless it's just awesome armor.
That's I mean, hey, get some elven chainmail.
I gotta be unarmored to get my increase in speed too.
That's what it is.
I don't know what it would be like. I mean, like I have my gauntlets there, which can be used to, heal me a good amount of times. And I mean, I have my second wind and all that shit. But it's a matter of just if we're leaving Gumare behind, it's gonna be a tough fight, healing wise.
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously like we aren't leaving this minute.
I don't know how fast is Storm. How long until that thing is out of our vision and we kind of don't see it anymore? Would we guess?
I mean, in the storm, you can already barely make it out.
But we like how long before we think we'd lose track of it if we stuck around? Like how long before we think we would lose our opportunity?
Maybe, well, it's hard to say because there's this massive storm that's about 5 miles wide, and it can leave that behind at any point. So you would say that probably in the next hour, you'd be in a position where they could have shifted quite a bit, and it'd be really hard to track them down. And hippogriffs can only fly bearing their load for so long at speed, and it's about an hour.
Now have we taken into account the fact that DeMarcus can change the wind direction around him to go in the direction to get a little tailwind? Yes.
I would say with that little tailwind, you shave off a whole 60 seconds.
Hell yeah, that's all we need. DeMarcus as Combo, I'll let Combo do whatever you're gonna do. As Combo's figuring this out, DeMarcus is like, well, he looks at all his wounds and his lack of fucking spells, and he goes, first things first, and he drinks the potion.
Okay, you immediately get like feverish chills, and you feel so weak and lethargic, and you can't help but fall to the ground, feeling awful. And as you do, and just before consciousness fades, none other than the Bobby, the guard that existed while your mom was being attacked and she actually saved him, comes back, and he's bearing over his shoulder this like big bag, and he swings it around and drops it in front of you, and he says, hey, your mom told me to bring these to you. And inside you see 2 potions of invisibility, 6 potions of standard healing, 3 potions of greater healing, and 3 potions of superior healing.
Hold on. All
Oh.
right, two pot of invis, 3 pot of great, 6 pot of healing. What was it?
Oh, so it's 3 superior, 3 greater, 6 standard.
So 3 superior, 3 great, 6 healing, 2 invis. Is that it?
Yep, and then 3, is it elixirs or potions of heroism?
I'm just writing it down in my notebook right now. But yeah, whichever
Sure.
one it is, I'll find it. With his last, as he nods out into unconsciousness, he points up and goes, "Give this man a raise."
Just so that you guys know from a mechanical standpoint, the potion of heroism gives you 10 temporary hit points that last for an hour, and for the same duration, you are under the effect of the bless spell with no concentration required, which allows for you to roll an additional d4 for 2 hits and saves.
So we're going full like Skyrim before a boss battle, where it's like as we approach and before the Halo drop, it's gonna be all right. Everybody, down your heroism, down your invisibility, jump on. Fucking. That's awesome.
I'm guessing for the Halo jump, you cast Featherfall on us or something.
Yeah, I have one free cast of Featherfall a day that doesn't take a spell slot. I mean, I could just fucking use my wingsuit
Right.
even, but you know.
Yeah.
Listen, Claude. This ain't the first time that we've attempted a drop in on an enemy, and it never works. I mean, I had the idea a while ago. I thought it would be fun. It was fun. It didn't work. I guarantee you, we'll probably go down before we even jump off these hippogriffs.
Actually, I would say, wasn't that the time that we were gonna do that, and then our ship went down, and then Flint
Yep.
free? Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I've had the idea a lot. I mean, remember when you vortex warped me on the back of that dragon and then flown away, and I had to jump, and then nobody was there to featherfall me?
That worked great. No, didn't
Done
I
it a
catch you
lot.
with a vortex warp at the last second?
No.
Did you hit the ground?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, he rode a dragon. It was pretty cool. Actually, he rode a dragon twice.
Did I?
It was in the same fight, twice in that one fight. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I was just looking to see if Featherfall required you to see the targets because I was like, ooh, if we drink that invisibility and then jump, that might not be good.
Oh, good point.
As I cast it, as we're falling, we all down our potions. We jump head first, and I cast Featherfall so that when you open the stopper to the potion, the fluid shoots up into your mouth. Like you don't even actually really drink it. It kind of like.
Seems unnecessarily elaborate, if you ask me. But
Hey,
all right.
you know, you do what you gotta do for those heroism or for those hero points and inspiration. You know.
Plus, it's Halo, high altitude, low open, right? So
Yeah.
Holy
you ain't gonna do
fuck!
Featherfall.
Holy
last second.
fuck! I'm so mad at myself to say that I never knew that's what that meant.
Oh, really?
I'm so fucking mad at myself that I never knew that.
I think we've been saying it for fucking like almost over a year
No,
now.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. And it never even crossed my mind to wonder what it meant. I just know that's referred to as a Halo drop.
I'm pretty sure I've said it several times,
It-
like high altitude, low open.
You know what? Maybe it's because I drink every
When you were
session,
coming up
and
with
I'll
like, the
forget this
plan,
next
like,
time
oh,
too.
well, you literally were like, "Oh yeah, as we jump out of the ship, I'll cast it," and I was like, "Well, that wouldn't be a Halo drop then."
Listen, I don't want
I
to talk
remember
about. I'm
specifically
asleep. Shut up.
Sorry. Anyways, I don't need to. Not harping on you.
No, you should be. I am.
Yeah, I don't see Featherfall. I'm looking at the spell. It doesn't say anything about seeing the creature. It says one reaction which you take when you or a creature within 60 feet of you falls.
I won't be that much of a stickler anyway. I'd say that he's practiced enough. If you guys just held hands, he'd be able to cast it as you guys jumped. So there's
Combo,
ways
Combo
around it for sure.
recoils at the idea of holding hands with DeMarcus.
Yeah, DeMarcus kind of does too. He's a bit of a germaphobe. I know it's never come no, it's never come up before. Okay, so we have potions. We have a plan. DeMarcus is asleep. Anything
Combo could use another potion of growth if they have it here. Are there any vendors with stalls in town? Would
why
there
why
be,
are all the vendors closed?
an alchemist shop in town that Combo could
Conveniently,
go check on?
conveniently they close anytime there's a giant incursion. So about twice a year.
So where would
Right.
this alchemist have gone? Combo conducts a whole investigation. I mean, he was operating yesterday, and then today he's just not in business anymore. He's up and left, or is
Yeah.
he with the other survivors, or is he dead inside? Combo goes to the alchemist because it must be within what, a half hour of where he is, right? And then he fucking busts the door in because he's concerned for this guy's safety.
I'm sure that's
Dufresne,
why.
party of two.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah, if there's no option for that, then Kamba begins tightening the straps on all of his things, and he shrugs, and then he drinks the potion.
All right, Claude, that leaves us with you.
Claude will lay down and then drink the potion.
Oh, look at you
Smart.
thinking ahead.
Kamba
Hey,
wakes up
it may
with a
be
headache.
low intelligence, but it's high wisdom, baby. All right, so yeah, in that case, you guys can all go ahead and give yourselves the benefit of a long rest,
And a level up.
and you all get inspiration. If you already have inspiration, you get a hero point, which Claude, a hero point is like you can't bank more than one inspiration. So you guys are always doing dope shit. So I always like to still reward that. So if you have an inspiration point, then you get a hero point, which essentially just lets you have a d6 to one of your rolls.
Okay.
Yeah, so Storm's inspirations are advantage, and then the hero points are 6.
Yeah, and they can be used together. So if you have like a hero point and an inspiration, you can certainly use them together if you really need a hit to go off
Nice.
or a save to work. All right. So you guys wake up after a little while, and Lionel comes back. And he's looking you guys all over, and he's been filled in while you guys were unconscious on your plan, and he says, I have this scroll. It's a pretty powerful version of the spell Aid, which I think might be useful to you guys. And he casts Aid on himself, on you guys, as well as really just anybody that he can target, because you can cast it on quite a few folks. I think 6, and he's gonna cast it at a high enough level that everybody gets 20 hit points, not temporary hit points.
Oh, that's right. 8 is max.
Yeah, so it adjusts your overall HP. So you can do a temporary override on D&D Beyond to add 20 additional hit points. And then when you take the heroism potion, you'll get 10 temporary hit points on top of that 20 like temporary max HP.
Oh, what the fuck is going on?
Max HP modifier 20. And then Gumare stands up and he says, I am coming with you because I must come with you. There's too much cool things on my character sheet for me to not go with you.
Lionel looks at you, Gumare, and he says, well, I was gonna volunteer, but I'll be honest, I'm a little tapped. If you've got anything left to give, Gumare,
No,
I know they'll need help.
Gumare has a ring of protection. Could anybody? What do you got there, Claude? You
Oh
got a
my
ring?
God.
You got?
Oh my gosh.
Chet and Gamade start
What?
handing over all their magic items.
Yeah, fucking right he does.
I
Yeah,
don't remember giving you a ring of protection.
it's you gave me scale mail +2, and you gave me a ring of protection.
Get out of here.
Are you kidding? For real, fuck you. That's what you told me. I will
I
go
don't
back.
remember. I mean, that may be true. I don't remember.
Just,
Claude, do you need a ring of protection?
I still got one attunement slot open. I got Bracers of Defense and Dignity of Skull Rune. How long does it take to? Is that running the Ring of Protection attunement?
Takes an hour.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
attunements are only an hour
Start it
for
now.
normal items.
Start it now.
Yeah.
Gumare
Yeah,
hands it over.
Yeah, how long do
This-
you think
this
it'll
will
take
help
us to
you.
catch up to the castle storm?
You don't know.
Okay.
Start it now. Gumare, it was me. Hi, Gumare. I'm sad to see you all go. But this ring will help you in your journey. There are things you will do. Unfortunately, there is not enough melon here for me to restock my supplies, and therefore I cannot use my spells. I will stay here to cultivate the juices of the next succulent harvest. And he turns around and walks away.
As Gamade walks away, Chet gives a nod to the party and begins to walk off with Gamade and puts his arm around Gamade as they walk.
And there's like a wet slapping sound as you touch Gumare's like sticky, gross,
Juicy.
she's covered in juicy body. It's gross.
That is gross.
Next we
Sorry.
see them, they're married. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know what to tell you. This is the way of Gumare,
This is the way.
my queen.
I am the captain now.
Do you know the way?
Wonderful.
Do you know the way?
Okay, so, well then, in that case, you guys, go ahead and mark the long rest if you haven't already. Go ahead and give yourselves that enhanced HPs.
There's no place on D&D Beyond for like hero points. We just gotta remember that shit.
Correct.
I think this might be
You're
like
marking
my.
it
I mean,
second
I
hero point.
write my down so that I'm not always going, do I have any hero points? You know what? I
Yeah.
now have a spot where I write down combos as well. You're welcome.
Yeah, remember that time? You remember that time that I wasn't never going to write anything down? No. I don't even think I have a pen
Wait,
in
Wait,
here.
did you have an inspiration already?
Yeah. I had a luck point too, bro. I was like ready to re-roll some shit.
Okay, so I have combo 1 for hero points. Cool. Oh, Claude, I fucking, not to get off topic, but real quick, did you ever make a custom Hero Forge mini for Claude?
Not yet.
So if you wanted to and you didn't want to pay for it, I pay the like $60 a year for the crazy fucking membership, like 100, whatever the fuck it is, which means I have like 80 free tokens to use to make them for like Tailspire. So if you want to make one for Claude and then like send it to me in Discord, I can use one of my credits to buy it. I can spend a credit on it. Because I have like 15 credits left and it renews in like, I think actually like 2 weeks. I'll be getting 50 more credits. So,
Yeah, I'll send you one then, real quick. Yeah.
yeah,
Wait,
whatever. Don't worry about it now. I didn't want to get too off topic, but I forgot to tell you that last week.
Okay.
I expect, because me and
That's good, I
Kamba,
appreciate it.
the reason I do that is because me and Kamba like to fucking decide to make outfits, like matching outfits for the party, and do stupid shit like that. So I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
Kamba's
make
done a whole
you
bunch.
spend $7 every time we have a stupid idea. So I'll always be the one to spend the tokens. If we're like, all right, we're going on a fucking casino boat and we're all wearing matching red and black tuxedos, I'll
Just like
fucking
that one,
spend the
yeah.
tokens. Yeah.
All right. Anything else we could do to prepare for this Halo drop situation? You have your redirect wind spell.
I can only change
I
the
mean,
direction of existing wind, not speed it up or create it.
Gumare's got some fucking shit for that. I wish Gumare was coming with us. You're really fucking me with him, man. I really grew attached to this
He can-
character.
He
Let's
can ride on
enjoyed
the Griffin,
playing him
right?
so
And
much.
help out.
It's all right. Our next campaign will pick up with Chet Gumare. It'll be a spinoff. We'll have a spinoff.
Hey, you got
Spin-off
backup
episode.
characters now.
Or if there's ever a week Claude can't make it, and the rest of us
Gumare
can,
gets
we
used.
go to our spinoff. Yeah.
Is there anything else that we could do to prepare for this weird shit? Like, I mean, I'm just trying to think of like my wind fan, which doesn't do. If it could, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think both DeMarcus and me, like as David, we're all set. I'm ready to just do this. I don't want to waste any more
Cool.
time. Yeah.
Sounds good. And one other question for you, Storm. I know we had talked about, and you would maybe sent it to me somewhere, a bow
Oh yes,
for
you have.
combo.
Yeah, you have a longbow. Crap, you'll have to go through your messages because I don't remember exactly what it is, but it's like a dragon wing bow.
Right, yeah. I just wanted to. Wanted to make sure that you remembered I had that, and because I was gonna add something to my character sheet here, and I didn't remember what it was exactly.
Was it something that actually existed in the game or homebrew?
It's something that exists in the game, and you
Okay.
should have access via the campaign to add it.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, Comba tightens the straps on his swords, his weapons, and his shields, and all the things that he has on him, and he nods, and he heads off for the Griffin pen or whatever,
Hippogriffs.
the hippogriff. Yeah, same thing.
Awesome. Okay. So you set off, and you see that these beasts have already been saddled. There's a couple of guards who give you all, as you approach, a very crisp salute, and they wish you the best of luck. And they say, "Now listen, these birds," and he finally pats one of them. "They know their way home, so if you don't have to risk them, don't worry about them. If you gotta leave them behind, they'll make their way back. But they're a little on the old side. I wouldn't necessarily expose them to too much danger if you can avoid it."
Comba pets the thing very very gently on its mane, and he says, "Nah, fine beast. Trust me." And he nods at the handler, and he says, "I'll do my best. Now, I don't know much about animal handling per se, but I do respect these mighty magnificent beasts."
You respect them, they'll take you far.
Did nobody else come with Kamba? Is he just walking like an asshole by himself?
I don't know.
God damn
Yeah.
it!
Where did
Of course he
Combo
does.
go?
You guys, what the fuck?
Sorry, I was typing, so I wasn't actually listening.
Oh, you're okay. I'm preparing the next battlefield, so I wasn't listening.
Battlefield? I thought this
Wait,
was
what?
going to be a friendly conversation between us and the Giants.
I mean, I guess technically that's possible.
That's what I am always trying to go for.
As we Halo drop in invisible. Like,
I
hey,
mean,
hey,
we just know
hey,
that they
before we
would
attack,
never.
can we have a conversation?
What?
Just
Yeah, sure.
invisibly from the corner, like, hey, before we reveal ourselves, you guys want to like talk?
Before we
Um,
absolutely fuck you up.
All right,
That's good.
what happens in the
Okay.
story?
So everybody is ready to set off?
For sure.
All right. Hold, please.
Oh,
I'm
Captain,
going
my
to
captain.
move you guys. So,
Oh shit! The dragon wing longbow is fucking ridiculous.
yeah, it's all right. It's all right. So let's see here. Let's drop some miniatures onto the field. DeMarcus B. Windstorm the third. And let's enable flying. And we gotta set your size. Okay, cool. So if you guys click on your character icons on the left-hand side of the screen, you should be teleported over to where we are. I see Combo's already flown very far away. So as you guys take to the skies, these beasts don't need much direction, and you take off, and you're flying in the storm, and it's crazy. Like you guys have to really hold on to these hippogriffs as they're trying to navigate all of these gusts of wind, and rain is pelting your face.
No, it's not.
Thunder is cracking.
Not within 10
Rain is
feet of me,
not.
it's not.
My apologies. Rain is not hitting DeMarcus because of his bullshit. Um, but everybody else is suffering greatly while DeMarcus looks pristine as
This
ever.
is pretty cool, huh, guys?
and occasionally, like you'll get that little sense of vertigo, and your stomach will rise up into your throat as you guys just totally lose all sense of gravity for a moment as these birds are taking these crazy maneuvers, whirling around these thick clouds and these lightning strikes that are going on around you. And it takes like 50 minutes. You can feel the wings of these beasts are starting to falter at the speed that they're trying to go, and they're keeping an eye out as well. And then DeMarcus, yours, it like does this little shimmy motion to kind of get your attention, and then it cranes its head around, and you can see in the distance, barely illuminated, is this sky castle. As it maneuvers away, it's now heading almost directly west, and so it did make some form of lane maneuver while you guys were trying to decide on what to do. And you can give me a perception check to see if you can make out any more details.
Is my owl able to keep up with
Us-
us?
Yeah, your owl could just be like perched right in front of you, and
Mm.
then you
Just
can launch
all
it.
of us, or
I'll roll with advantage on my perception with my owl.
Okay, you send your owl out to dive bomb and do a little scout run.
What's my owl's perception? I think they actually have a decent one. +3.
+3. So 17. Okay. So with a 17, one thing is quite easy to make out, which is three giants that are talking back and forth very animatedly, but you can't hear them over the roaring of the wind and the rumble of thunder that is just like constant. Almost white noise at this point of just the rapidity of all of these strikes. And then you can see some wounded troops on the ground. It looks like a lot of people are just kind of recovering, or it looks like some of them are now actually being covered with like blankets, like they didn't make the trip all the way back. And that is what you can see at a distance. And your fellows, you guys are kind of you're a bit fanned out, trying to keep an eye on each other, but also trying to make sure you can see as far as you can. So you can certainly motion for them to get closer to you.
Yeah.
Uses his knees to guide the Pegasus, Jesus Christ, the hippogriff, closer to DeMarcus.
Yeah, easy enough. You guys form a little wedge formation.
As we approach, before we reach wherever our jump off point is gonna be, I raise a potion of invisibility in one hand and a potion of heroism in the other, and signal to the other two to do the same.
Yep, I'll follow suit.
Karma shrugs and isn't really certain, but okay. And he pulls them both up. He's using his knees to hold
Yeah,
on
yeah,
now, which
exactly. Well, if you guys all got close enough to be, maybe I think it's like 10 feet, whatever. So, and I go as I hold them forward before drinking them. Oh god, I've been spending the last 5 minutes trying to come up with like a good cheers for this moment. I something along the lines of, well, we enter this battle probably facing certain death, but we'll take as many of them out with us as they took of us on the ground. Anything either of you would like to say?
See you later.
Kamba?
Life is a dream. Death before dishonor. If you can't come in her, then you should
Come
come
on
on her.
her! And we down
Oh,
the drinks.
I just down the heroism so they can see me to cast the feather fall. And they can at
Right,
least till
sure.
we tip off and come
Yeah,
together.
right. Isn't that the idea here? We're not doing both.
I guess as we, I don't, shut up. Shut up. Don't ruin my thing, all right? We do it all at the same time. It all happens at once. We shout come on her as we jump off the hippogriffs, and I cast Featherfall and we drink the potions.
All right, cool. So, you guys with the hippogriffs, they are faster than the Sky Castle, so you can maneuver, and you just tell me where you guys want to land, which you're doing invisibly, and with the storm going on, there's no roll. There's no way they could possibly perceive you guys in this situation. There's too much shit happening, unless you fall right on top of one of them. So, just go ahead and tell me where you guys want to be dropped off.
Can we see any, well, obviously staying at our height or whatever, can we see like giants or people walking around outside? Because like in Tailspire, I can't see any figures.
Oh, really? Interesting.
If you put one of us
I
in the
don't see
courtyard,
anything.
it might get rid of the like fog of war. Yeah, there we
Oh,
go.
there it is. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like, are we going with like full on fuck you in the middle of battle, or are we going like DeMarcus can do his bullshit to move around the map, and then Claude and I can jump to wherever he is or do whatever?
I was gonna say, here's kind of the deal. And I don't want to like metagame too much as we would only have a short moment to communicate this. But I see this balcony with the table and chairs. I don't see anybody up there, correct? Right there. Yeah.
You do actually. You see what looks like a little squad of archers
Okay.
are there.
What about here?
Yeah, what about one tier higher? Oh,
There's
that's
actually
too
no one
high.
there.
What about right there? What about right there?
Yes, there are a few more hobgoblins with their longbows that are kind of just like looking over the crenellations that they can barely see over because, you know, this is all made for giants. And they're kind of keeping an eye out. They're looking to the sky, but they can't see far enough from where you guys are dropping. But yeah, it looks like they have a few guards to make sure, and they're all equipped with longbows.
You said nobody up in the like the tallest tower?
Nobody up in the tallest tower though, no.
I think DeMarcus would kind of, you know, do a bunch of hand signals showing that he's aiming for that tower.
Okay.
Obviously you guys, whatever. We have Featherfall, so I guess like wherever the fuck.
How many bad guys here?
There are 3 hobgoblin archers here, and there are 4 here. 3, and then 4. And then I will remind you, DeMarcus, that the scale. So you guys are shrunk down to half size now.
Right.
Just because the Sky Castle is massive. So okay.
Yeah, that's why I was just doing this and trying to like get an idea.
If we landed here, do you think that these dudes down here would be able to see it if we got them pretty quickly?
Oh shit, how many did you say up there?
3.
Come on. Okay. Holy shit.
You know what I'm saying? I'm saying we land
If
there
all
and
3
we
of
try
us
to
drop,
one-turn
what
this
do
bitch
we have to roll to
for
fucking
advantage. You said that we could land anywhere. Would you count it as a surprise roll if we landed and get a surprise turn on these motherfuckers?
Obviously, once we attack,
Sure.
our invisibility will disappear because it's not greater invisibility.
Correct.
But would you let us use our invisibility?
Okay, good call. So then land up at the telescope.
No,
is what
I'm agreeing with you. I'm just saying, if all three of us land there and immediately fucking take these fuckers with a surprise round, I mean, holy shit.
Or we land at the telescope and use our invisibility to maybe sneak our way into the building.
Is that
Could we
the
land on
route
the
we're
backside
taking?
here
Are
where the
we
windows
trying to
are?
sneak around?
Say that again, Claude?
Could we land on the backside where the windows are and just go right in the back?
Oh shit! I didn't even scroll around that way.
Ooh. Yeah, I didn't either. See, this is why we have Claude here.
I mean, we are invisible. Do we use the invisibility instead of just a fucking why take the invisibility potion if we're gonna full frontal assault? That's a good point.
That was what I started thinking. Yeah, good point, Claude. I actually think that that's
I
a really great idea.
I really like that actually, and let's not even fucking drag this out any longer. I think that's what we
Yep.
should do.
Sure. Combo lands closer to this window. Where can how the fuck I gotta move them?
Yeah, where's
Way over here.
if you is it
Hold
shift
on, I'm
click
moving
to
'em.
teleport?
Yes.
Yeah, where's DeMarcus? In the courtyard. Shift click. DeMarcus lands right in the middle of the two windows there.
Shift
Actually,
click.
If you shift click on your character, then you are in teleport mode. Yeah, it's 35 feet from each window.
Ah.
That's my movement. That's perfect. I land right there.
Yeah, Combo goes in and he wants to land there.
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, easy
are
enough.
we in initiative or are we just like going?
No, you guys aren't in combat, so you're dropping on the backside. You're invisible.
All right, Combo will be the first here then. Combo just kind of pokes his head around the corner as he is invisible and checks out what's inside this room. Is there anybody in here?
Yeah, absolutely. So this looks like a really nice bedroom for a giant. It is empty as far as you can tell. You are looking through the window. You can see there's a desk with some large, giant-sized books. It's nicely furnished. It seems like this might be like, if you had to guess, a master bedroom. This is where somebody of prominence resides.
Combo just kind of clambers in,
Okay.
and he heads. Sorry.
Before he clambers in, I use the message cantrip and ask him what he sees. And so yeah.
Looks like an kind of, I'd say like a master's bedchamber. Really opulent. Lots of giant-sized stuff in here. I'm gonna clamber in, kind of see what I can see, and then let y'all know. Claude, what you see through that window over there?
Thank you. I was about to say I'm gonna be in between with message right now. I was gonna say let's fucking scout both of them before you go fucking.
Okay, so
Yeah,
Claude,
looks
if
like
you're
Go ahead.
no, sorry, you go ahead. My apologies.
I was just gonna say it looks like a hallway.
Yeah, so you can see in here, and this is my bad because I didn't expect you guys to come in on the backside.
Of course
This
not.
is actually a massive dormitory. So there are bunk beds, 3 tall, just lining this. This looks like where a lot of the military that just like dropped in from the Sky Castle, this is where they sleep. So there are loads of beds here.
People.
You don't see any people actually. It seems like if there are any, they're out in the courtyard.
Okay, I use message to relay back and forth to each of them that information to each other and fucking wait for one of them to make a decision what we should do.
I mean, look, do I see a door leading out of this bedchamber?
Yes, you do.
Well, I mean, look, we can check out what's in this room, or we can get into the hallway and start exploring the rest of the place. It's up to y'all. I don't see anybody in here.
I look to Claude for his opinion.
Hell, we still got the surprise. We can get in and get to where we need to go real quick, and then come back later and explore if we take everything out. But while we're invisible, we might as well use it to get as deep as we need to get.
How long are these potions of invisibility?
I was just Googling that.
They last an hour, we'll say.
Oh, cool.
Or you can go in the bedroom, and I'll meet you in the dormitory here. Meet in the middle.
Sure. Combo does that because I'm too curious about this room. I'm sorry, you guys.
No, that's fine. DeMarcus
You know what? Combo
follows
probably
Claude.
wouldn't- Combo probably wouldn't be as curious as he is, but I am curious about the room. I'm sorry.
I mean, if it's a wealthy room, me too. I'm like I would want to go see if there's any loot, but
All right, so Kamba, you pop in here. You can see even better now that you're inside. This is a very opulent room. There is like that rug alone must cost 250 gold. So it's very nicely furnished. You see a large standing mirror on the left side of the door going out of here, and behind that you see an armor stand that is empty actually, and then you see a massive wardrobe, and then there's of course the desk behind you. So at a glance, that is what you see.
Yeah. Now I feel like a dick. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can investigate, which takes some time. So I'd say with a room this size by yourself, it would take about 10 minutes to feel like you did a thorough investigation.
Nah, not thorough at all. Is what I wouldn't want to do a thorough investigation at this place at all.
So a disadvantaged investigation, perhaps.
It would be a quick one. Like is like literally like from his way from the window to the thing, like glancing, like you said, he sees the mirrors. He checks the corner, like these bottles. Do they look like wine bottles? You know what I mean? Is that it, or are they fucking weird? Something like that. And then he makes his way to the door. I would say, like he said, a disadvantage investigation would make sense, if at all. Or if you're saying that's all I see in my walk, then that's all I would take.
Yeah, that's all you would see in your walk. If you wanted to do some cursory glances, or if there were a particular area that you wanted to look at a little more in depth, then you could certainly do that.
Yeah, I would say as he climbs over the desk, he takes a glance at what the papers are.
Okay.
Papers are always good.
You don't read giant, so you have no idea.
I grab every single book off the desk and I carry it out of the room.
Okay, these are giant-sized books. They're pretty heavy.
Kamba has a strength of 21, which is an inhuman strength.
This is true, but it would definitely take two hands.
I mean, okay. Kamba puts his shield on his back and holds the books, and then makes his way to the door here and opens it.
As the door opens and I see Kamba struggling with these books as I'm following Claude around, I just shake my. Oh wait, oh, fuck. We can't see each other.
No, you can't. You guys are invisible.
Do I see the books floating, or do the books turn invisible when he picks them up?
The books are. Oh, I don't know.
I'd say they turn invisible because they become part of his gear.
I was gonna like shrug my shoulders and like open my bag of holding to throw them in there, but no, you know what? I don't see you. You're holding those books. Fuck you. Yeah.
Right, yeah, and I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
no way to message you.
No, you don't.
You should be constantly in coordination.
I
with
don't
me.
know where you are.
Ah,
I should
you
have been
do
able to
see-
message in the
no,
first
stop
place.
it. You see the door open, and you would use message to say, "Is that you?" Would you not?
It has to be a target I can see. I should have been able to message you in the first place to coordinate, but whatever. Like
Gotcha.
ignoring that, from now on, I'll go ahead and throw myself under the bus. I can't use message, and I'm not following Claude. We didn't think this through, guys. We don't know where each other
realizes
are.
this. Combo realizes
gonna-
this and drops the book.
Oh, when I see the door open, I'm gonna use the standard form of message and just whisper, "Mamba, is that you?"
Oh yeah, talking's a
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, that's me. These books are really heavy. Go get DeMarcus.
You got some books?
Okay. Put yeah, I got some books out of my desk.
Alright,
Put the bag of holding open on the ground, and then it should turn not invisible.
Okay.
I'll put the books in, then you pick it back up.
Yeah. That should work. I was gonna start counting out planks on the ground, but yeah. So I put the bag of holding down open on the ground and step away from it.
Combo puts them in, and then he hopes that DeMarcus
And then
picks it up
DeMarcus
really
picks the
quickly.
bag of holding back up immediately. Yeah, as soon
Yeah,
as I see a
exactly.
shuffling in the leather, this is so dumb. I can
Okay.
see Storm over there pinching his fucking like the bridge of his nose.
You'd be right.
All
You'd
right.
be right. Okay, so you have some giant books. You have 3 giant tomes that you can add
I'm
to your
writing that
inventory.
down.
I think up them stairs is where we saw them hobgoblin
Kamba,
archers.
that's my toe.
All right. Well, I have claws, so it's kind of hard. And if I step on your foot, I'm sorry. It's gonna hurt a lot more than it normally would. But look, on the other side of this here door, that's gonna be where the more archers are.
Okay. I have an idea. Who's leading?
I have no idea. What are you talking about?
Who
Who's leading
who
us?
wants to lead?
Our name is literally, it references reckless in the name.
Okay, all right.
What are you talking about?
All right, Claude, you lead. Kamba, place your hand on Claude's back. I'll place my hand on Kamba's back. And we walk.
God, just tell us where you're gonna go and we'll all go there.
Yeah, but then we're gonna step all over each other, bump into each other.
Put some rope on the ground and say, "Everyone, grab a hold of the rope."
But then the Jazz will see some moving. All right. Okay, all right. We conga line style this shit.
I
There we
say
go.
we go up to
This
where
is
we were
so
gonna originally
overcomplicated.
This
Halo
is
drop.
fucking ridiculous.
I say we go up to where we were originally gonna Halo drop
Go up the stairs.
with the 3 guys. Yeah.
Okay.
Or well, hold on. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, fuck it, right? Let's go up the stairs.
Or well, yeah, whatever.
I
I
say
don't,
up
I
the
don't give a
stairs.
fuck. I don't
I'm
give a
just going
fuck.
up the stairs.
DeMarcus is regretting all of his decisions in this plan and realizing like this is just another example of how all our plans immediately go to shit because we don't think things through beyond this will be cool. So I'm just silently fucking I have my hand on fucking Kama's back here and following this chain. I'm just shaking my head, just regretting everything.
Well, before we take off,
Yep.
Claude's gonna speak up and he's gonna say, "Well, didn't that big cloud giant guy that we almost took out take a big old bag of gold from you? Wouldn't the best place to look for him and get your gold back be in some vault that's probably deeper in?"
It'd be true. Do we go down? We know what's up. We don't know what's down. Shit, we lost Kamba.
I'm right here.
I'm game. I'm game either way. I can go kill some stuff or whatever, depending on if you want to take out the head of the snake or
Odd number
if you
we
wanna
go
just
up,
take
even
out
number we go
everything.
down. Okay. I don't fucking care.
Perfect.
We go up. What the hell is this? Do we pass a room on our way up to the top?
Oh shit, you do. My apologies.
Yeah.
Yes, you guys pass some sealed doors. They seem to be magically sealed.
By a DM who doesn't want to explain 20 more empty rooms.
No, that's not true. You could hear this interesting hum that you would typically associate with like magical energy in a constant state of flux. But the door, you can see a shimmering energy over the top of it as well. So unless you have the magical means with which to overcome this door, then you're not quite sure how you would do it.
I do not. Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Yep, let's go kill some stuff.
Okay, I follow everybody up.
Okay. So you guys make your way to the top, and at the top you see those 3 hobgoblins. They're continuously searching the sky above them, looking down over the crenellations on occasion. What would you like to do?
Guys,
All right.
do we just attack?
No, we don't. God.
This is in the room below that we're talking like this too.
Oh, okay.
Before
All
we get
right.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was. Well. We gotta just bum rush them. Ain't nothing we can do. We're gonna have a surprise, obviously. I'd like to keep this as quiet as possible to maybe get the drop on the next bunch of fellas.
Okay. Obviously, if we attack, we lose our invisibility. If we coordinate it, and all of us are able to take them down to 0 HP, Storm, is there a chance we do that? We do some fucking stealthy ass video game bullshit where we slowly lower them to the ground if we all manage to bring them to 0 HP?
Listen, they're hobgoblins. Absolutely. All you have to succeed on here is a DC 10 stealth check.
With advantage because we're invisible and there's a storm?
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
So really, it's just if the dice gods do not favor you.
Right, if we
All right. Well, which one? Who's going for which one? I guess is the question.
Yeah,
Do-
go ahead and move your minis up to the ones that you're gonna grab.
I'm gonna get over here because I stand the chance of hitting both.
I'll take the solo one in case shit hits the fan. I'm only near one enemy. So then you two go for the other two.
All right. All right. So
And
DC 10
before we
stealth check.
before we approach
Here
to
it comes.
coordinate it, it's at the next thunder crash, we strike.
All right.
Then like 4 happen like while we're halfway there. We're like,
I never thought about how bad I never thought about how bad it is that we're all invisible. Like that really isn't as
Yeah,
like
it fucks
cool and
us,
smooth as it seems in theory.
unless everybody knows their thing, but like planning it on the drop is never gonna work.
No, right.
All right, so DC 10 stealth. Here we go.
With advantage.
All right. Yeah, I don't need to roll advantage. I think a 21 will do me.
Get your nat 20.
Claude, oh no.
That was close.
I'll use my inspiration then to.
Did
Wait,
you
wait,
roll an
Roll
advantage?
with advantage. Nah.
Yeah, you're rolling with advantage. Did you
Yeah.
roll twice?
Nope, not yet. Let me stealth again.
Hey.
21, 21, 19.
There we go.
You guys do it so stealthily you can't even hear the gurgle of blood as you just rupture their throats. They can't make any sound as you gently set them onto the ground. 3 dead hobgoblin longbowmen.
And we turn visible again. I look at the other two and I go. Now I message them. We didn't think that through.
Yeah, we gotta start thinking about. Okay, so just eyeballing some shit here. I mean, we know how many. We know that we saw. What did you say? 3 guys down on this
4.
thing here. 4.
4 on the tier down from us. Yes.
Well, here's in a I guess a message little 3-way thing that you're doing here.
Yeah, I'm finger gunning
gonna
both
say-
of them nonstop, leaving the channels open.
I'm gonna say, you know, I don't know what like Claude's abilities are, but I can come out that window, that window
That
down
window.
there, that window down there, because we already passed by that. DeMarcus, this rooftop over here seems pretty good. What for your for your purposes?
I mean, where
Claude,
I am right now is.
I don't know what else you can do there, Claude, but it seems like sort of an advantageous spot to be starting this fight from. I don't know how we do 4, but what can we do?
The two of you go down the stairs and try to stay quiet. When I see you
Hey,
come
wasn't
out.
that guy supposed to come with us?
No, he was saying he spent 2. That was Storm's way of telling you
Oh, I
Gamade
see.
would be useless because none of you got to take long rests. But yeah, if you two go down the stairs, try to stay quiet. As soon as you pop out the window and attack, I attack from up here, and shit pops off.
Is that the best plan?
Claude, you got a better one?
Y'all don't think
No.
that room beneath us? Never mind.
I don't know what it is, but
Leroy!
I don't think I can get through the. I don't think I'd be able to get through the door. Unless
Yeah,
any
but
of these
maybe
guys
the
have
keys in
keys on
that
them.
big fancy room. Anyways, doesn't matter. We'll find it eventually after we kill all these fuckers. Yeah, I guess if that's our best plan, unless there's another way anybody's got.
Like, I'm sure there is a better way, but without us spending 45 minutes trying to discuss what that is for it to go wrong immediately, as it always does, I say the more enemies we can take out in surprise, the better.
Is this a door right here? Oh shit.
Storm disconnect.
Yeah, we haven't heard him talk in a while. Yeah, he's not online either.
Well, we can figure out a plan.
Yeah, well, he's not online. So there's a door down there as well. There's a window and a door. So one of us can go through the window, one of us can go through the door. My problem is this isn't. I wish that we could stealth these guys.
We're not
You know
gonna
what I
be
mean?
able to pull off a 4 kill.
Right, but the problem is that when we do this, everybody down in the courtyard is going to hear us.
Well, if in our surprise round, we might be able to take all 4 out. But yeah, shit's gonna pop off after this. There's no way we get away with this any longer. We have to just accept the inevitable, you know?
Right.
But
the problem is that we have no more AoE spells. We have no
we
more.
have
Like you have
everything.
some, but
Oh,
no,
you mean?
no,
Oh, yeah,
no, man.
yeah. I get what you're saying.
With no like Umade, with no Chet, like
No
man.
need. We're fine.
Yeah. All right. I'm in. Kama's here for it.
We're not gonna get through this without shit popping off. So taking out all of the archers before
I'm
shit
assuming
pops
that
off is
the room
great.
below us is the fucking engine, by the way. In which case, we should fucking 100% like blast
Hijack
that
this,
shit
and
out
this
of
is
the air.
now our flying castle.
Looks like we just found ourselves a new home for the Libertord clan.
For the Reckless 3.
On
What was that? Who
I'm just
who left?
wondering.
Yeah, there goes Storm.
Yeah.
He has this problem like
I'm wondering.
every week.
I'm wondering if I can create a distraction for us.
That's
And
an
if-
alternate path.
Because
Right. Oh, sorry.
I have a bag of beans that takes 1 minute to grow, whatever, and it's a D100 thing. But there's some interesting things on here if I can get down in the courtyard and use the bag of beans.
Kamba also has Nalthair's Mischief. We could do some crazy shit in that courtyard as a distraction.
I have
and
6
then
snakes.
bust in on that. And you also have your lion statue, dude. We could use
Oh,
we could
this
burn
is
through
the
some crazy
time
shit
for the
right now.
lion statue. No, wait. You have a lion statue as well. We would have gotten Flint's.
Storm, did we take Flint's lion statue at?
Sure. Fuck him. He doesn't need it.
That's what I was.
Yeah,
so,
and I also took his room of flying too because he doesn't need it.
no, we
Nah,
already
he
went
doesn't
over
have
that.
Yeah, then in that case, I mean, you're exactly right, Claude. I think we add some fuckery here. into the courtyard before we bust through.
What if
Because I have
two
some
lions and
fucking
a
moves, dude.
giant Claude appear in the courtyard as a Demarcus and a Comba take out the 4 hobgoblins before joining
No
him
way,
in the
dude.
lower fight?
No way, dude. The two lions, Claude, you grow your beans, or no? Wait a minute, Claude. It takes a minute to
Okay,
grow your beans.
I would like
But
to.
you
I would
do
like to
have to
say
do you have to like
something.
physically plant it?
I would like
I
to.
have to
No,
plant
you.
it in dirt and water it.
Oh, okay. I would
Oh,
like to say
damn.
something before the beans conversation goes any further. Is that I have seen these beans in a podcast, and when they used these beans, a 50-foot by 50-foot base pyramid sprouted out from where the bean landed. Okay, so literally,
Oh,
it's one of those things where it's like it could be a fucking flower grows or everything is
Yeah.
fucked.
are
So
you
I
referring
just want to throw
So-
that in there.
daddies?
No, but so like what I'm
Yes,
what I'm
Dungeons and
saying is
Daddies.
like, what if we I mean, can you put something down there so I can see the courtyard?
Yes, give me 1 second. I'm just getting back into the board. Okay,
Uh,
so you want to be able
Hold
to
on, I
see
think
the
if I
courtyard?
just move down
Yeah.
there, right?
Oh, we can see the
Um,
hobgoblins now. Okay, we can see. Holy shit! There's way more enemies than we saw the first time.
There are a lot of people that are on the ground, but
That's true.
there are some others that are like tending their gear and talking about the battle that just happened as well.
Alright,
In those
There's
3
three
giants,
giants in conference.
one of them is obviously the one that I know is fucked up from me.
Yeah, and he looks like it too.
What are the
So
other
he's standing
two?
there trying to give a report, and he's handing over multiple bags of gold, and or what you assume is gold, to this other cloud giant.
Is another cloud giant. I'm assuming that looks
Yeah.
untouched.
Yes.
so look, 20 feet is that. Now there's mischief. Boom, right there. And then I'd say, yeah, Claude, if you want to, I mean, go down that way, I say we stick to fighting these guys up here and see what happens. Because we haven't explored the bottom level yet. Unless you guys want to explore the bottom level of the castle before we bust out into the courtyard.
The only thing I'm afraid of is we're not invisible anymore, and if we try to waste too much more time exploring, we could end up running into one stupid fucking hobgoblin who now
Right.
sees us and
No,
calls
I'm
for
down.
help, and we lose our advantage.
No,
That's the
you're
only
exactly
thing I'm
right.
afraid of.
You're exactly right. Claude, how
rather
are we
just
getting
pop
Claude
shit.
down to the courtyard?
I can
So-
reaction featherfall again if need be.
Okay, then we. Sorry.
Claude has invisibility still that I can cast as part of my Dwagar features.
Oh shit.
So I can get
What
down
is
there,
your
and as
fucking guy?
long as planting a bean and watering it doesn't count, break my invisibility, then I can get down, plant it, and get out of the way in that 1 minute before it goes off.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
I'm gonna be honest. You guys figure this out because Demarcus is obviously just staying up here. I'm gonna go grab a drink.
Or, I guess if we're still doing the just messing around, if we want to do distraction, if there's another potted plant around here somewhere, we could grab the potted plant, bring it up here. I can plant the bean, and then whatever grows will probably fall off the edge of the map down into the courtyard.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down with some mischievous fuckery. Do you know what that Nalthair's mischief does? It's
I don't know that.
I have a sword that does a very strange spell that has one of 4 effects that happens in a 20-foot cube, and the effects can be pretty goddamn ridiculous. That being said, it does serve as like a decent distraction if we all want to focus on these 4 guys up here. You know what I mean? And distract the people in the courtyard so maybe they don't join the fight. Does that make sense?
Here's the only issue I'm seeing with that is you cast a spell, and even if he doesn't see you cast it, they're now all on alert, and shit will immediately start changing as you then try to get down to those 4 hobgoblins.
Shit happens either way. I'm saying if we send Claude in, if we send Kamba in, who has a higher AC, I'm assuming.
Oh my god. Shut up. You guys get to the courtyard. Shut up. I
Okay.
have the hobgoblins. You guys get to the courtyard. They're fucking hobgoblins
He's
in
got
a
enough
line, and
strength
I
to
have
take
lightning
care of 'em.
bolt. Shut up. Get down to the courtyard.
Okay, Kamba's going to fucking jump off of the roof and expect DeMarcus to cast Featherfall on him, and while he is falling, he casts Nalthair's Mischief on these three
Okay.
in that little 20-foot square right there, and he does his best to like kind of angle himself to land like here-ish, like around. I'm sorry, all the enemies. I didn't know. Yeah, sorry, around. Sorry, like there.
Okay.
My
So
bean
Nick,
takes a minute, so if we're jumping, then
Yeah,
bean's out the window.
the beans are lost. That's not gonna happen this
Yeah.
time around.
But that's fine. Don't bother me.
We will use the beam. Trust me when
okay.
I say.
So you two
I
jump.
feel like the beam should be used where Kamba's. No, never mind. Never mind. I'll
You
explain
give
it to
me.
you. In
Can you
character.
jump and give me a little bit of time to cast? I'll cast invisibility, run down there, plant the bean, and then you jump after you see it sprout with whatever it sprouts.
If we want to wait about a
If
minute
you
and a
want to
half
use,
as you run
dude,
down.
this guy wants to use the bean. I'm down to use the bean. I don't give a fuck. Let's see. It
Well,
seems
there's
like
good
you're
stuff
into
in
it.
there.
Okay, so in other words,
I'm
as
into the
soon
bean.
as some random effect happens from a bean, that is the signal that me and
I'm
Kamba
down,
jump into
dude.
action.
I'm not saying no. Let's do it.
Yep.
Use your
That'll give-
invisibility. Do it.
all right, where do you want the bean?
So I'll cast invisibility. I'll go down there, and I've got to have now. Will planting the seed and watering it get me out of invisibility?
No.
Okay, so then yeah, we'll do it over here in the corner.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of over here. I'll plant it, water it,
Okay.
and
Go
then
ahead
I'll
and-
try to kind of sneak back over into this area.
I
after
mean,
planting and
you
watering
have
it.
a minute
Okay.
as something happens to get back wherever you need to get back to.
Yeah, because that's just in case the pyramid chumps out. Let's see, that's yeah, if it's like 50, 60 feet, then we're good here. Then they just have a giant pyramid in the corner, but
Oh, that'd be so fucking funny if it's the
Yeah, you're safe from the
That'll-
pyramid. Okay.
and I'll be clear.
Okay. Go ahead and roll
Okay.
D100.
As soon as this pops off, Kamba and DeMarcus are both jumping for their surprise round to pop in. Everything
Okay.
is set. Things are in motion. No more thinking.
Let's do
Oh.
it.
I rolled in D&D, but it didn't pop up here. It was a 67.
Oh, just click on
Just roll a
yeah,
D, yeah, a
Yeah, I would
D10
just
and then
do
the D00.
manually.
Okay, I'll roll it.
it only pops up if you're clicking one of the highlighted blue things on D&D Beyond. If you're just rolling a die, just do it through Tailspire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a learning curve.
00 here.
Yeah, the 10 and the 00.
10 on the 00.
No, the 10 that both of the die, like both the D10s
14.
there. Yeah, click on one of each. 14.
Okay.
Oh, or okay, whichever one Storm wants to take there.
So,
Yeah.
well, gosh, they're all
Yeah, look at
so cool. So we definitely don't want to use that one because it's kind of lame. So, tell you what, if you're willing to burn an inspiration, I'll let you choose which one you want. Of
Okay,
those
between
three.
the 14 and the 24, I'll burn my inspiration in for that.
Between the 14, the 24, and the 67. We'll just
Oh, and the
we'll have a
67.
little, we'll have a
Oh
little fun with that.
shit. Okay, worth an inspiration. Okay.
So on an 11 to 20, a treant sprouts, and there's a 50% chance that the treant is chaotic evil and attacks everything. On a
It's-
24, An animate, immobile stone statue in your likeness rises. It makes verbal threats against you. If you leave it and others come near, it describes you as the most heinous of villains and directs the newcomers to find and attack you. If you're on the same plane of existence as the statue, it knows where you are.
Hold on.
The statue becomes inanimate after 24 hours.
If we are
Or
using, if we could use this thing as our mobile base, that would be the greatest addition to a mobile base.
It only lasts 24
Ever.
hours, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then the last one on the 67, a hungry bullet shows up, burrows up out of somewhere and attacks.
I don't know what's a bullet.
Two.
A bullet is a large monstrosity. It's like a giant armored mole.
Are those the things in the Underdark in
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
It has 94 hit points. I can see that. And let's see, what's
And
the
they-
trend?
It attacks who?
Well, he doesn't. They don't see me.
Probably
'cause I'm
just
invisible.
anybody. It's probably just a creature on the field that is angry at everything. Wild card, motherfuckers.
Well, the Trent has 138 hit points. Oh, this is hard.
On the 50% on the Treant, does it fight for us on the other half, or does it
Well, it's
Yeah.
typically chaotic.
just go
good.
neutral?
Now, the thing would be, will they attack it if it says, I'm not chaotic evil?
In that case, the treant would be the better thing to
Chaotic
go
evil
for.
would attack everything.
Because we know for a fact that the bullet is going to attack anything. Where the treant, there's a 50% chance that it doesn't attack you.
Yeah.
But also, the statue would be fucking hilarious if these giants are just having a conversation, licking their wounds, and a giant statue appears and like, what and who is that? And then you appear from behind the bushes like, that's me, motherfucker. And the statue's like, yeah, he's a piece of fucking shit.
And then all of a sudden, a random weird effect happens over to their left, and they're like, "What?" And then we'll see what happens. Actually, never mind. We'll wait. We'll
Hey.
wait.
Hey,
So, Claude, which one would you like?
and if you can't decide, I recently, just in Boston over the weekend, bought a D3 in real life.
Nice.
All right, roll your D3. And we'll
Oh,
do it
fuck
in
yeah, I
order.
haven't got to use it yet. Okay.
Oh God.
So 1 is treant, 2 is statue, and 3 is
The
bullet.
Yep.
I wish I had a fucking camera. Here we go. I love this option, but it's the most useless. It's a 2. This is not helpful to us at all, but if this was a movie, this is the best option.
Maybe if we end up using this as a home base, or we end up co-opting this fucking castle for our own, it becomes a permanent fixture through some
Either way, the
magical-
statue
permanent fixture through some
either way, the
magical-
statue stays. It just doesn't talk
Inanimate
anymore after
24
yeah.
hours. Yeah.
No, I'm saying it becomes
Oh,
one
God. Okay, all right.
shifting for each of us, talking shit to each of us in our likeness. That would be fantastic. Actually, Combo's gonna find a way to make that statue.
All right. So a statue pops up and it says, "Gosh, you guys know what's the worst? Dwaggers." And there's one right there. And it moves its arm and points at you. And this group of Orogs who were like fixing up their gear, talking about tactics, what went well, what didn't. They're doing like a little post-battle ace report. And they all turn and look over at nothing. You're invisible, right? And so they're all like, "What the fuck?" And they immediately form battle ranks.
Before
And
they
we're gonna
move.
see if they can find you. I'm gonna have everybody roll initiative just to set
Okay.
the order for the sequence of events.
Cool.
Initiative. I see. That's a thing. That's a roll that I have.
That's
something
that
about.
is.
It's a thing.
Oh, I got
It's an
advantage on initiative
18.
too.
Yeah, so do I. So that's an 18 or a. That's an 18.
Oh, so do I?
You do not.
Okay.
That's
Well, yeah, I try.
barbarian and
No,
then the
and
shield.
yeah, no,
that
I
he
know.
has.
It was worth a try.
But I believe that doesn't Kamba get a surprise roll for jumping off the roof?
He was just
Or a
setting.
surprise
He was just
turn?
setting order of
Yeah.
operations.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Correct. All right. There we go. The statue is now in place. I will drop a
Fuck
little
yeah.
light on him so you guys can
Fuck
see.
yeah.
Okay, there we go. There he is.
Amazing.
Okay, so Claude, you were 13. Comba, you were an 18.
Yeah.
Demarcus?
I think I was an 11. Let me double check. I was 13.
13. Okay. And you guys have the same initiative bonus, so you guys can go interchangeably. Okay. So, Kamba, you were the first one to notice. You hear, probably like channeling through your shield that's extra perceptive. You hear this this bullshit statue yelling and pointing at where Claude seems to have intended to go.
Kamba looks over at Demarcus and he says, well, and he doesn't have anything else to say, and he just jumps off without saying anything else.
Demarcus doesn't cast feather. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Reaction
now
first level featherfall.
Kamba like leaps off facing Demarcus and like spins and grasps the hilt of the hilt of the steel libertorter, and in one like kind of sweet action he both casts Nelthir's Mischief and form changes into the Colossus form of Kamba. He
Okay.
let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. So it's a D4. You guys ready? This could be really fun, or it could be stupid like the molasses, which it always
It's
is.
always the molasses.
It is. It's a molasses again. Can I fucking use my my inspiration to reroll that? I
Calm
hate
down.
that.
Sure.
It makes me
If you
so
want to.
fucking mad, dude.
Wait.
If
Can,
it's a
can he
4
can he simply use a hero point to re-roll it?
No.
Oh, I tried.
Oh, whatever. If that's a 4 again. The smell of apple pie fills the air, and each creature in the cube must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become charmed by me until the start of its next turn. Or start of my next turn. My next turn.
All right. So we're gonna go wounded cloud giant, full cloud giant, and the fire giant is the order here, and they all pass. They all rolled really well. There's like this torrent of wind that just whips away that delicious smell of apple pie, and but they are all now immediately alerted to the fact that some magics were cast and did not work.
Oh,
Is that where you want to drop?
fine. Yeah, that's fine because if you disable flying, that's about where I want to drop. This is the cloud giant that's right in front of me, yes?
Yes, there are two cloud giants. So the one just in front of you is
Hold
the
on.
wounded one.
No, hold on. I was gonna say before you jump, I would have spent. I was gonna say it as I jump, but leave the wounded one to me is definitely something I would have fucking told you before you put yourself in the middle of all three, expecting to go after him. I've got a bone to pick with this
Okay,
asshole.
are either of these ones injured?
no, they look perfectly fine.
Or this is a
The fire giant.
fire giant. God damn it. Yeah, fuck it. I land behind the fire giant and use my second attack, I'm assuming, right?
No,
My
it's your
action.
action to cast that spell. So you land, and that's
Oh,
where we're
okay,
gonna start
cool.
things off next turn. So, sorry, Claude or Demarcus, whichever of you wants to go first.
Hold on now. Do I not get a bonus action in my surprise stand? Or is that
Oh yeah,
just
no, I'm sorry, you
I don't
do.
get any. I don't get to use all the stuff. I guess I don't know the thing here. I'm drawing inspiration from his new friend Claude. Enters into a rage. The anger of his people and all this bullshit that he's had to deal with in between now and getting all this nonsense together, and now this new guy comes in talking about Hirschlag, and that just fucking threw salt on that open wound. His buddy's dead. He hasn't had to think about him for a couple weeks. It's ridiculous.
Months.
Yeah, it's been like a couple weeks since we got back from the thing.
No, I
Didn't even
meant
get
real
back
life.
from
Yeah,
My
it's
mounting
been
bad.
a
the
couple
dead.
weeks.
My bad. I meant real life, but
Yeah.
yes.
And he enters a rage.
Okay. You are raging successfully.
That's hey, yeah.
Okay.
Gonna use all my
Claude,
stuff.
Demarcus.
Claude, after you.
All right, it'll be simple for me. I'll just walk on over here, and I'll rage, break my invisibility, and I will take swings.
How much
These
movement speed
ones.
do you have?
Oh crap! 40.
40? Okay, you can get there. Just barely, but you're gonna have to be right on the corner to do it.
Let's see. Do I get an extra 10 when I rage? I can't remember. Let's see.
If you go into the enlarged mode, right?
Yeah, so when you rage, you can choose to enlarge yourself. Would you like to do that?
Yeah, we'll rage before then when I'm over here, and then come over. That way I got a little extra movement to move
No,
around.
dude, he fucking rages as he's walking, so his steps like increase. You know what I mean? As he just gets bigger as he's fucking towering over these poor little
I just pictured
fucking
that
hobgoblin
perfectly.
dudes.
Very cinematic.
Right? Yeah.
Nice. Okay, and then Claude, you're up next to them. They are now, I'm just using them as swarms, so it is one entity that you'd be targeting.
Okay, that's an 18 for the hit with the great axe.
Despite their surprise, the statue kind of cued them up to something's amiss, and the shield wall in front, even though they were a little bit curious of what's going on, at the very last moment they're able to reform their shield wall, and your strike clatters off.
All right, we'll take the second one then.
Wow, they have a higher than 18. Okay.
Oh, well, that's not going to hit. That's a 13. So
Yeah, when they're in formation, sure.
Same thing. Boom, another deflected strike. Although you do have heroism, which means you're blessed. So on that first strike,
Oh yeah.
you can add a D4.
Oh yeah.
okay.
How many temp hit points was it from the heroism, by the way?
10.
10.
So 20 total on the first attack.
20 just hits.
Nice.
I'll be right back. I'm running outside real quick.
Yep.
Wait, it's not my turn next, is it?
No, it's mine next.
No.
Okay.
That's
Figure your turn
11
take a lot of
plus
shit.
5 is 16 plus the 3 for the rage is
19. Nice.
plus my d6 for the elemental cleaver, which is an additional 5. And I'm going to do another d6 for storm strike as well.
Holy shit. Just pumping everything out, huh?
Fuck yeah.
Might as well get rid of another 6 right there. Well, 11, a 5, and a 6. And then plus my 5.
Plus
and
2
my
for the rage?
Plus 3.
Uh,
He already did that.
Oh,
So,
okay.
or at least I already accounted for it. Holy shit. So you did 30 points of damage in that one strike.
Holy shit. I
Yeah.
just came back in for a quick second and I heard you did 31 points of damage. Holy fuck.
So yeah, so you smash into this this cluster of Orogs in this neat battle formation, and your first one just crushes through, and just with your size and the way they form themselves, your weapon kind of skips off a couple of their noggins, and you just do so much damage. All of them are looking much worse for wear. So I believe you have another attack.
No, I rolled that second one. It
Yeah, the
was
second
Oh,
one
that's
missed.
true. That's true. My apologies.
a 4
Okay.
plus 9, and I forgot to go reckless on it. So
Okay.
that's it.
So the second one, they catch on their shields and are able to rebuff you. And because they're surprised, they can't take any reactions. Anything else, Claude?
That's it.
DeMarcus.
Okay.
Windstorm third.
Question 1.
Yes.
Unrelated to D&D entirely. Anybody know what key or button might be stuck down that is making it so whenever I click on my hit points, they immediately start scrolling down? It's almost as if like a scroll wheel is stuck scrolling down.
Well, that was the only thing I could think of. So
It's fucking really weird.
I don't know.
I already tried refreshing D&D
just be the-
Beyond. Huh?
Could be the down button itself. The down arrow.
No, it's way too near the keyboard for that too, which pisses me off. The fuck? That's something I'm gonna have to figure out. Okay, anyway, ignoring that. Question 2, and this is bullshit. How ready do these archers below me look? As in, after this surprise round, do I believe that I'll be able to attack them again before they turn on me?
You don't know.
I didn't think so. I figured I'd try. All right. Then what I do, and also I would have been in position in this quarter, so fucking, fuck movement as we were prepared, obviously.
Sure. Yeah.
I want to jump off, open my wingsuit, and
Ooh.
I don't know if you're gonna let me do this. This is all part of like the surprise round, the plan. To simplify, if I need to, I can just let me pull this up. I could just land in this corner if this isn't gonna work. But what I want to try to do is, whoops, holy shit, get rid of that. I want to try to land over here. I don't know how movement would work or whatever, but okay. So I jump off, open my wingsuit, and I fly down to that corner. And as I fly down to that corner, let me see something real quick. As I'm passing over their heads, what's the range on that? As I go 60 feet over the head of the injured giant, as I swoop over the heads of these guys to land this corner, I shout down, "Hey, fuckstick!" Do I get his attention?
Yeah.
I once again flip him 2 birds, and I cast Toll the Dead.
Oh,
Wait,
my
do I?
God.
Yeah, I do.
Wait, did you lightning bolt these guys first? Is that
No,
what happened here?
I'm hoping that I'll have that opportunity in my next turn.
Oh, man.
Okay, so he's going to make a wisdom saving throw and fail.
So fucking
You'd have to
worth it.
roll really poorly not to kill him.
It's
He's
gonna
only
be
at 9 hit points.
2d12. I will fucking use all my sorcery points if necessary. I will use all of my. Hold on. All right, so I'm gonna use 2 sorcery points to reroll both of those.
Okay.
I'll be so fucking mad. There we go.
There it is. Yeah. You say, "Hey, fuckstick," and you give him the birds, and he just turns up. And as soon as he recognizes you, you hear a distinct bell, and blood just starts pouring from his ears, and his eyes start to like explode in this like a pustule. It's disgusting as he just flops down to the ground, convulsing, and dies.
Okay. Then I look to these hobgoblins in front of me and go, "For your sake, I hope you rolled high initiatives." And I fucking
told the dead yourself for breaking the fourth wall, you son of a bitch.
I wish there were like more good bonus action spells. Obviously, nobody needs a healing word right now. Because I mean,
I
that was
think
just a goddamn fucking cantrip to pop that shit off. But
I think that cloud giant down there that you just murdered could use it. Personally,
yeah, I bring it back to life again, and then use
Kill him
all
again.
my spell slots to yeah. I don't really think I have any like bonus actions that are fucking worth anything. Yeah, I throw a bonus action a bardic to combo down there as the bells from the Toll of the Dead chime out through the head. It inspires combo
It
as
resonates on the chime of
yes.
opening at Kamba's hip, and he hears the
Yes.
notes.
What's
Yes.
the
It's the
range on
cowbell.
Bardic?
It's the cowbell.
Oh shit! I wasn't even thinking. What is the range of Bardic?
I think it's like 30 or 60 feet.
60. Yeah, never mind. I don't do shit. I don't use my
Yeah.
bonus action. It's
Combo,
fine.
you hear a cowbell, but get no benefit out of it other than a smile on your face. All right. That is going to bring us to the first round of active combat for everybody else. Starting with the Hobgoblins.
I knew it. I
The
fucking knew it.
Hobgoblins are a layer action that can be disabled, and they operate on initiative 20 at the same time as the living cloud giant. They each in like perfect almost elven unison, like think Helm's Deep when they all turn at the exact same time. They all turn, grab an arrow, knock it, draw, and loose on you as one. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, my boy.
Oh, that's
Demarcus B.
weird.
Windstorm the third.
It's not a
The
2
one in the
hit.
back just goes like LOI. That's very.
It's not a 2
And
hit.
then
It's a dex
arrows.
save. That's wild.
It is a dex save. This is a volley fire layer action, which is substantially weakened because of you eliminating the other three up there. What is that total?
15.
15? It's a dex save of 13. So you succeed. Instead, you will only take half of this damage. These guys have, as you're like bobbing and weaving, and these are slashing into you. There's no plus here. They are barbed arrows of a very vicious variety that these hobgoblins are shooting. And you take 6 points of piercing damage as
Ooh.
they strike you.
That still leaves me with 4 of my temp HP. I'm still glistening.
There you go. All right. Oh, well, you didn't need to because you passed anyway. I was gonna say, everybody remember your heroism potion gave you bless. Okay, that's going to bring us to the cloud giant, who is sitting here
Wish
smelling
there was a way
delicious
to
apple
add that.
pie. And he is going to step over. You know what? Actually, he's gonna step back. He's gonna open up some distance, and because he's really cool, he's gonna fly while he does it. So he's gonna fly to about here, and Kamba and Demarcus, you guys see him kind of like pull the moisture and the very clouds out of the sky, put them together into this one sphere, and it looks like such an effort. His muscles are bulging as he's holding on to them, and then he just rips it in half and throws a half at each of you. And as he does, it becomes this larger, like flopping hemisphere as it slams into each of you, or potentially slams into each of you. He has a +10 to hit with this. Oh, where'd my die go? Here we go. Oh, never mind. Well, I guess we'll just use that for both. So that's going to be, I'm looking left to right. Sorry, Demarcus, that is a 24. And Kamba, that is a 17.
17 doesn't hit.
Okay, Demarcus, you're going to take 4d10 plus 3 force damage.
Told you we should have brought fucking Gumare, but nobody listened.
Okay. 29 points of damage as this telekinetic force slams into you. And then
I
you
either
hear in
have to do this
comment-
on paper, or if you have, I don't know if you have this as a thing on D&D Beyond, if you could track my health for me, because I literally can't click on my health, it just scrolls down. So I still had 4 temp HP, so whatever that is minus 4. Sorry.
Yeah, let me jump. No, you're good. You're good. Let me jump into Demarcus's character sheet. So you had 4 temporary HPs.
Yeah.
And then we just hit you for 29 force
So
damage.
25.
So you're down to 36 hit points. Um, okay, and then he is going to say in common, hey, fuck stick. That was my brother. And then he's going to teleport 60 feet.
I don't see where.
I don't know yet because Tailspire's being stupid. Hold please. Yeah, he's just gonna teleport right to the edge here where he is. Actually, you know what? He's gonna teleport all the way over here. He's gonna open up some distance. Okay. But then Kamba is a go.
Kamba, having smashed down into the ground lightly because he was, feather falled, pulls his battle axe from his hip, and brings it down almost onto the shoulder of this giant, and kind of uses it to sort of, make his landing even easier.
Sure.
Does a 21 hit?
A 21 does hit.
Am I technically flanking this guy?
No.
In what possible way?
From behind him?
No, that requires an ally for flanking. Facing doesn't matter anymore. Ooh, nice strike though.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. And Kamba lands on his feet and sort of swings with a spin for the opposite shoulder, or I guess now his opposite leg from the shoulder that I hit him on originally.
An 18 just hits.
Okay, well, I was gonna say I have bless anyways, so that it's at as a D4 anyways. So, do.
Ooh.
And
Alright.
also, the effect of this changes. Now
Oh,
there's
yeah.
mischief as long as I'm holding concentration on it. So that's a 1d.
It's
What?
concentration. You can't because you're raging.
Rages.
Ah,
Wait, Mel.
gotcha.
But it's from
It
a
is
That would,
sword.
yeah, I
concentration
mean,
spell.
yeah, it's a sword. It would depend on how you would do that. Am I holding
Yeah,
concentration on the spell? Yeah, I assume I
I would
am.
say so. Yeah, you can
So
channel it
that's
through the
fine.
sword, but
It
it would
drops
drop.
then, yeah.
Yeah,
I thought you just couldn't cast a spell while raging.
you lose concentration as well.
Oh no shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I believe you. I just didn't know that. Yeah.
I don't know what it is in 5th edition, but in 3rd edition, there was a subclass of barbarian that you could take, and you took it with bard as well, and it made the most ridiculous overpowered class, because you could concentrate on spells.
Oh, cool.
And yeah, I remember it being a thing. So you're exactly right. I think you lose concentration. Either way, that's his action, and bonus action, he will just kind of bash with his shield, sort of like he chops with his right hand, and with his left hand he comes in with the shield. So that's a +9. Yeah. Suck a dick. And that's what was that? Just a 1d6 or 1d4?
For I mean it hits. So I mean
Yeah,
we
I'm
don't need to
saying
bother. For the damage, D4, and
yeah.
then you're gonna add your rage bonus.
So it's a +2, right?
Yes.
So it's an additional 5 damage.
All right, very cool.
And I believe that is pretty much all I can do, other than I guess I could technically make one of those a goading attack, but I have a feeling this guy's going to attack me anyways, so.
Right.
All right. So, if that is everything for you, then it is going to bring us to the Orog battle squads. Alpha squad is going to turn to face our boy that has slammed into their ranks. They're gonna pivot to make sure they've got a proper shield face in front of you. And do you speak Orcish?
Let me see. No Orcish. But
Okay.
on my last Storm Strike on them, they had to make a DC 17 save,
Oh,
or they get disadvantage on all their attacks.
holy
And
shit.
it's a
Oh, I forgot
Constitution
about
save.
that.
Okay.
They actually have a +12, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Hey,
They don't. They do have a decent plus to con saves, but they fail. Okay, so they are going to pivot. While that's happening, Bravo Squad has pushed over from the other side, and they're going to be rushing Kamba. They have to dash in order to do it, and so they only get there. That's all they can do. So that will then bring us to the attacks of Alpha Squad, which are going to be at disadvantage. They get 2 pike attacks, and they get a crossbow strike. So let's do these pike attacks first. Do them at disadvantage. Let's see what do they got. Plus 8. So math is hard. 17.
that's my armor class, unless I was able to get the Ring of Protection.
No, not
good.
flying in a storm. You didn't have time to attune to it.
Come
Sorry,
on, I can fly in a tune. No.
Sorry,
Yeah,
dog.
dude. You just gotta wear it.
So 17 hits the next one, misses. Thank goodness for disadvantage. And then the crossbow bolt strike, also a miss. So just 1 hit on you for 1d10 plus 6. 8 points of slashing damage, halved because you're raging. And that's going to bring us to Claude, and then DeMarcus, you are on deck. Holy smokes, turning them into swarms makes them so much easier to manage.
Swarms is a great mechanic. There's so many different ways to do swarms, but if you find the one that works for you, it's amazing.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm going to go reckless against this group.
Okay, go for it.
So 13 plus 9 on them, so that'll hit.
Yep.
And oh shoot, I rolled it. There we go. Roll here. And a 2 plus 5, that's 7, plus my d6. 3, so that's 10, plus 3 rage. 11, 12, 13. We'll go ahead and do one more storm strike on them. Well, no, I'll take my second attack now against them, I guess.
Okay.
Try to get them. Second attack. Twelve plus 9. 21.
You want to fish for that crit?
Oh yeah, it's a reckless. 6 on the damage die. We'll roll the d20 again. See. Nope. Okay.
No crit. So 6 plus 5 plus 3. So 14 points of damage from just the strike.
Plus-
Are you gonna?
Plus another 2 point for my elemental cleaver.
All right.
And then
15.
plus another 2 because he's raging.
3.
I already took care of that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah. And then I'll go ahead and I'll add a storm strike to it, since just to try to get these guys down.
Fucking A right.
Holy
Hey.
shit.
6. I don't even know what that was total.
A lot. It was 35 total points of damage, I
Hey,
believe.
keep doing that.
Yeah. It's pretty good. They're bloodied. So they're all sharing the burden of these strikes as you're just like crashing into them. And they're looking pretty beat up.
Then they got to take the DC 17 Constitution saving throw again.
Right. Okay. Well, it's a plus 8, but they just fail.
And then, yeah, I guess bonus action, I'll do a pommel strike, right?
All right.
Might as well. Let's get them. don't have anything else to do with it.
Listen, you made people fucking
12 plus
explode last time, so.
so 12 plus 9, 21. And that's what's the pommel strike again?
That
damage?
is a D4 for improvised weapon plus your rage modifier. No strength.
Okay.
Isn't he actually
No. It's a
okay.
fighting style that you need.
I couldn't remember if he had it or something. I thought you said something last time.
That's a 5 on that
All
one
right.
total. That's all I got.
Okay, that's gonna bring us to Demarcus.
Demarcus is gonna look down the line of people in front of him and cast a 4th level just in case. Yeah, I'll do 4th level. I'm fresh on spell slots. I literally haven't even cast a spell yet. Yeah, 4th level lightning bolt down the fucking line.
All right.
Dex
Yeah,
50.
you fry them all. They don't stand a chance.
I was gonna say it's 96, even halved is like.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they dead. They have like 11 hit points normally.
Sick.
So their threat is in their numbers, which you just removed.
That's what I wanted. I then. Fuck yeah, I do. With my 35 feet of wingsuit and 10 feet of fly, get in this window behind cover.
Oh my god, you fucking coward. Alright, alright.
Just hopefully you're not going into like the.
That's what I'm waiting for.
Bitching
It's like
something
there's
and
20
they're all-
enemies in here waiting for you. Oh, let me lower my green so I can actually see that room now. And just oh fuck. Oh, there's a drop after. Wait, is there?
Oh shit, there is.
Oh, shit.
Look at that.
Well, I am on the other side of the door now, I guess.
Do you take any falling damage? It's 10 feet.
Was that 10 feet?
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
you use
yeah,
all your
I
movement,
guess
you do.
theoretically I would, unless I
well-
want to use a reaction, but I don't in case I need shield. I'll take it.
Oh, well, 4 points of damage as you fall, probably for one of the first times ever that Demarcus.
Oh wait,
has
wait.
taken
I have my
falling.
wingsuit.
God damn it.
Do I take fall damage? I have my
I don't
wingsuit.
know.
I just leave the wings
I don't
open.
know how wingsuits work.
I mean, we invented it, so I mean, you decide.
No,
how
it
wingsuit-
exists in the game.
Oh, does it?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh fuck it, just give me the 4 damage. I don't care. I don't
I'm
give a
gonna.
fuck.
All
I don't
right.
give a fuck.
This is on you for not knowing how to play your character. All right, maybe it doesn't exist, so we'll have to look into that.
Yeah, I mean, this is just something that I found a dragon wing. It was like, Storm, can
That's
I
right.
make a wingsuit? And you were like, sure can. And now I have it. So like, we haven't actually set any like rules or standards quite
I
yet.
probably should. Yeah, it takes 3 actions per turn to use it. So shucks, dog. Don't know what to tell you. All right. So yeah, you kind of make a little crash landing there, and you're grateful that none of your companions can see you. But on the table is a bunch of wounded Orugs. There's orcs. There's hobgoblins. None of them are in a condition to fight. There's a couple of like goblin, like hacksaw medics that are just like amputating legs that clearly don't need to be amputated. They're like the worst medic corps
Do
ever.
they seem to have any interest in
No,
me?
they don't care at all.
Cool.
All right. Anything else, Demarcus?
No. Wait, did I get within 60 feet of combat as I swooped down? Let me see.
Yeah, but you have to
I
see
don't
me,
know.
don't you?
Was that window 60 feet? I honestly, I don't think I technically would. So no, I don't do anything else.
All right. So in that case, we have a few things that need to happen because I had forgotten my swarm mechanics. At the end of Claude / Demarcus's turns, both of these fighting Aura battle squads. I keep wanting to call them Urukai, because that's really what they are. They are going to use their legendary actions. So each of them is going to make attacks. For the ones in front of Claude, that's 2 pike attacks coming at you, Claude, at disadvantage because you suck. Um, so I'm pretty sure that's a miss. That's an 8. So 15, and then another pike attack, another 15. So I believe both of those miss.
Yep.
Hey, not to be
Okay.
an asshole, but I do it to Storm all the time. Didn't Claude reckless attack?
Oh, I did on that. Yeah.
Did
So-
you? Oh,
Yeah.
well, let's just clear everything out. Let's just make it 2 flat attacks.
Well, no. The first one still missed with both of those die. Hold on here.
Okay, fine. I'll go back. I'll just look at the original numbers, you son of a gun.
Jesus, hold on. I'll never
Well,
say
I
anything again.
mean, it doesn't really matter because both the rolls for both of those wouldn't have struck anyway. So, okay, but thank you for that call out. The other squad is going to. You watch as the shield wall. They kind of angle their shields forward and down, and as they kind of create this flat, even eye level that they have, you watch as they pick up these javelins and they use them like Roman centurions. These just pylums that they reach back and just do these like Olympic tosses as these 3 pylums come running at you. But it is just 1 attack, so +6 to hit here. Oh, where did that go? Oh, there we go. 21 to hit combo.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, and a measly 1d6 +4. 7 points of damage, rounded down to 3 because you're raging.
Okie dokie.
Alrighty then. Oh, but they do get to do that twice because there were 2 turns, so they're gonna try it again. Combo.
I'm gonna give Demarcus a
Um,
level in Barbarian so he gets rage.
You can't concentrate on spells or
Oh
cast
shit,
them.
that's right. That's right.
24. So
Yep.
same thing coming at you here. Another 7 downgraded to 3. Okay. Now it is the fire giant. He is going to. Just keep it simple. He's just gonna make 2 great sword attacks against you, Kamba, as he turns, and he just swings down, clang, right into the stone next to you.
Kamba smashes his shield into the side of the sword, and it collapses into the stone. And then gulps as the backswing definitely hits him.
And the 30.
Yeah, the backswing that so like you go to try and like put it into place or something, and he just rips the blade across your body. You will take 6d6 plus 7 slashing damage.
Holy fuck.
29. That
Yep,
would be
that's half.
to what is that? 15?
Sure, if you round up.
14. We've been rounding down. So 14 points of damage. Um
Kamba's back down to full health.
Awesome.
All right. And then that is going to bring us to the top of the order. There is no longer a lair action volley to have to deal with. So it's just the cloud giant.
You
The
forgot
bigger.
the statue's turn.
Oh, my apologies. Yeah. The statue is yelling at the Orogs and he's like, he's right there. Just fucking hit him.
Look at that ugly fuck.
Yeah, he can't move. Like he's moving his arms, but he's like stuck to this stupid pedestal, and he keeps trying to like run into the fight with them, but he can't get off the pedestal. All right, that is going to bring us to our cloud giant, the bigger, badder brother, who is going to chaos.
Suddenly, crossbow bolts from Chet begin to rain in.
Yeah, Gamade
Gamade is
flies
riding
in,
one of the crossbow bolts.
riding an enormous banana, which he
Alrighty then,
unpeels
Anna.
sensually.
Then Flint, Tasty, Callus.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, if all of our companions don't show up at the fucking last fight of this thing that we've had over like the years.
Right?
Oh gosh, we'll see.
I would pay
definitely
them.
reach out
I
to
would
Callus
pay
and
them
Tasty.
money for them to like actually come back for that session.
That'd be hilarious.
That'd be amazing.
That would be pretty cool. Not gonna lie. All right, they are going to. Damn, he's actually kind of lame. He's got a lot of great utility stuff, but
Hey, I feel you, brother.
we're just gonna do a couple telekinetic strikes again. We've got +10s on these bad boys. He's gonna do one on each of you guys. Let me double check his range on this. Oh yeah, he's got hella range here, so not too worried. Yep.
I need to get counterspell.
This is not a spell per se. Okay. A plus 10. I'm going left to right again. So combo, that it's a 28, and then that is a 20 on you, Claude.
Both hit.
Okay, so just for simplicity's sake, we're gonna roll 4d10 plus 3 for each of you. This is force damage, by the way. Oh, I should have rolled separately. That sucks. Okay, um, 13 force damage on both of you. Kamba, you are up.
All right.
Oh wait, sorry, I
Comba.
need to roll 4d6 real quick.
Be right back.
Okay, he teleports again.
Let me see here. Comba is gonna do something surprising here, and he's gonna attack the fire giant.
Okay,
Does that? You think I could do that?
I think you could try.
I mean, no, but I mean, like, with all my action economy and stuff that I have left, do you think I could get away with attacking this guy?
What, like killing him?
No, like, just do you think I could hit him with my like attack if I used it?
I think maybe. I think that hits.
All right, so Kamba, after being gored by this fucker, like just sort of like reels back and then in his blind rage just sort of like over the top, like with both arms, like with his shield and his thing attacks just sort of a wild chop at, I guess this thing's like waist or whatever I come up to.
Okay. Ooh.
And then we'll just flat out roll the goddamn. This is a +9 instead of the +11. So yeah, I miss with my shield. And then Kamba rolls or sort of spins back as his habit to do, and with the backhand comes back with the axe. Bloop, bloop,
20
bloop,
hits.
bloop. Yep. 10 damage. And I guess what I can do is yeah, fuck it. I'll make that a goading attack just for fun. And I can add a D8 to that, I believe. It's a
Yes,
D8, right? Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
Passes the save, but he does
That's
take the
fine.
damage.
Take that 6, bitch.
Okay.
And yeah, that's it for everything I can do.
All right.
I have some nifty shit if I get closer to an ally that I want to start doing more of.
Well, maybe you will get the chance. All right, that's gonna bring
I've
us
only
to
done
our.
like 90 points of damage on these guys. I'm trying to make it over to you.
No, dude. You fucking hold down the fort over there, bro. I'm my like theory and tactic to what Combo does is just like make a line. You know what I mean? Like try to create a line and everybody get behind it. But unfortunately, DeMarcus has never really stuck to that plan.
You know DeMarcus is the exception.
used to work.
DeMarcus
It used to
circles
work,
the
yeah.
battlefield.
Yeah.
Oh god.
That's it for Combo.
All right, cool.
Do I get an opportunity attack?
You don't, because they can move outside of your range, but they have reach with their pikes. So as they're running by and they get behind you, they're going to make 2 pike attacks against you.
Me?
Yes, because you are flanked by
Combo?
the fire giant. Yes, Kamba. So
Wait, how do they dash and attack?
Because I forgot that Orogs have battle ferocity or something. What's it called? Let me jump back to them. As a bonus action, aggressive. As a bonus action, the Orog can move up to its speed towards a hostile creature that it can see. So it's going to
That's
use
cool.
that. Although it has to be towards. It's still towards Claude. As they're running by, 2 pike attacks come at you. A +8, so a 19 on the first attack. And a 20. Oh, sorry, no, a 19 again. Jesus, I'm rolling not great. Do 19s hit you?
No.
No. Okay.
Combo dances. He does like the rope a dope, and they can't seem to him.
All right, they're gonna finish with their movement speed by getting behind, and now this swarm is surrounding Claude. He has enemies all around him, and there is still a crossbow strike to be had, so they are going to try and shoot Claude. A +8 is 17.
That hits.
That hits. Okay, nothing too big here. 1d10 +4. As a crossbow
Mm,
bolt flies between a couple of shields and embeds itself in
Run
your
outside real
calf
quick.
for 3 points of damage.
Calculate my damage for me.
Okay. But speaking of Claude, Demarcus, you guys are up.
Claude, feel
Right.
free to go first again, unless
Yeah, I'm just gonna hit some things real quick. So
right,
unless you
exactly.
got an AOE spell that you're gonna take out everything.
Nothing that isn't gonna wouldn't also hurt you. I was thinking of it, but you'd be right in the center, so I'm not gonna be going over there. You do your turn.
Reckless attack. It's not gonna hit. 8 + 9, 17 on the one I've been beating on.
17 does not hit.
Did you
Try
add
it
the
again.
bless?
Oh, I didn't add the bless. So let's see. This next one's an 8. Let me write that down. So it's 17 plus the bless. The last one,
You have a
20.
+12 to hit?
No, I have a +9. What did I get
You
on the last roll? Before the...
5 was the highest roll.
Oh, it was? Oh, okay, never mind. I'm doing bad math. Okay, then this one was a 8 + 9, which is 17. Oh, this one is
20.
that.
Okay,
Then I'll
go ahead
roll
and roll your bless on that one.
No, it was a 3.
Oh, that was for his
1.
first attack.
That's for
1,
first attack. So
7,
miss everything.
so yeah, 18 miss.
We'll try the pommel strike though too. Might as well.
Okay.
If we get a hit on, dang it, using this reckless. There we go. Pommel
Hey,
strike.
there you go. You got the palm strike. So D4 plus your rage.
3 + 3 is 6. So
6. Okay. Well, you still got some damage out. Maybe, just maybe, you're a little concerned now that there are 2 squads of Orogs surrounding you. Anything else on your turn, Claude?
uh, the pommel strike, does that count as a melee weapon attack? That doesn't, does it? It's an improvised.
I'm gonna say no because it's an improvised.
Yeah, last time we determined it was just improvised, same as my shield bash.
Yeah, so I wouldn't say that you could add any of your stuff on it because we're already bending the rules just to give you something to do with your bonus action.
That's fine.
You could literally simplify it to you let go of it with one hand just enough to punch them in the face. It could literally be anything. It's just a strike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 pike strikes are coming at you, one from each side, both at advantage.
Wait, I didn't go.
That's the end of his turn, and that's when they're taking their legendary action, and then it'll be your turn.
Okay, got it.
So a 20 and some change,
Oh.
and a natural 20.
Oh.
Okay. So, just to make maths easy, this is 3d10 with that crit plus 12. So 27 halved is 13 points of damage. Gosh, 2 hits, one of them being a crit, and it's still like a standard hit. I love-hate barbarians. All right, Demarcus, you're up.
I didn't go totem to make it a little bit better.
Demarcus. What does Demarcus do? Where'd that guy go? Oh, my green thing was too low. Oh God. Okay.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. He should be even higher because he has fly speed too.
Yeah, so 60.
Not that much fly speed. He's only got 40.
Oh, weird.
But he can teleport too. So he teleported and then he flew.
Okay. And then 10 feet of fly. That's what my movement's gonna look like. After I kick the door open. Free action, right? Open the door.
Actually, I'm gonna require a strength check for it because these are giant metal doors.
Shit.
DC 10. It's not impossible,
Well, with
but
the
it's not
-1.
exactly.
Oh my god. How embarrassing that'll be. Is it still a free wait, is it a free action even if I fail?
Yeah, it's still free
Oh,
action.
okay. I'll reevaluate after if I fail then. Okay. Thank God.
Badass.
Okay, so I don't kick the door open. I strugglingly pull this door open. And then yeah, let me mark that out again so I see where I land. So from there, 30, and then it'll be 45 after the fly. So as I hit the pinnacle where the 30 is,
Uh-huh.
from there, I unleash a lightning bolt. Trying to, yeah, fucking, maybe I might have to go 5 feet further actually. But I obviously don't want to hit combo, and I want to hit as many of those guys as possible and the fire giant.
Yeah, so you can hit the swarm and the fire giant.
Right, exactly. That will be. I'll go ahead and cast that one as another one at 4th level. Try to do some damage here. All right, DC Dex 15.
Okay. Awesome. So fire giant's gonna go first. It's gonna pass. As this lightning is arcing towards these Orogs, Claude, you see something that you've probably never seen before, which is remarkable battlefield awareness, and all of these shields pivot and they actually hand their shields off and weapons exchange hands. Now there's pikemen on the front as this whole line shifts gear instead of position, and they interlock into a shield wall as they get advantage on the AoE attack.
It's not AoE though. It's
It is
line.
well, it's a spell attack, which is where this
Okay.
really comes
All
into
right.
play.
Okay.
And they pass, which
Alright.
also means they take no damage as
Wait,
the
what the?
lightning arcs off of their shields and away.
They're metal shields. Okay. Fuck me.
They're
Gee,
very strong. They're very capable.
God,
They don't do a ton
clearly.
of damage, but they're
Holy,
hard to get rid of on a
holy.
battlefield.
Right. No. Exactly. Right. They're fucking pests. They're literally. All right. Well, half damage to the fire giant then. Jesus. That was a decent roll. I'll take all of those.
It's essentially the equivalent of evasion, is what they have.
Yeah. No. I get it. Yeah.
Okay, so half
I
of
get it.
35
I
is
just wasn't expecting it.
18.
Is 18, thank you. Every point matters. He's looking bloodied finally.
Who?
The fire giant.
I will now finally give.
How does the swarm? That's the swarm that he's been attacking. These fuckers have like 90 damage on
No,
them.
the swarm took no damage. They're the ones who were
Oh,
completely
you're right.
able
You're
to
right.
evade.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And they are looking really beat up.
Right,
Don't
which
get
is
me
what
wrong.
I was like, okay, let me at least try to get rid of. All right, well, anyway, that's where I use my last 15 feet between the fly, and I get back to this little fucking corner here.
It sounds good.
And this time I will finally give a bardic to Kamba as I rush back behind the building.
Okie dokie.
Sweet.
That is
So let's see here. That is going to bring us to the fire giant. The fire giant, he's just gonna make 2 attacks. He's gonna keep it real simple. Plus 11 here to hit. 29. We're gonna see if he can hit again. 28.
Both hit. Dying.
it.
All right. So 28 and
14.
25. Well,
So 14 and 15.
yep.
All right,
No,
so 29.
What?
14 and 12. So 26 total points of damage.
Sorry.
That's all right. Demarcus, you see this cloud giant floating above you, and he's gonna throw both of his telekinetic strikes or his wind strikes at you. You watch as he kind of starts curling the wind around his forearms, and then he just points both of them at you and blasts these like micro tornadoes towards you. So let's see if you can hit plus 10s on these. 21 and 26.
Shield. Well, at least
So you
block the
block one of
first one. Yeah.
All right. 4d10 plus 3. All right. 31 points of damage to you, Demarcus. And then let's see.
If you want to mark that off for me.
Oh, yes, I will. My apologies. Oh, but he doesn't get his teleport back, so he can't do the dope thing I wanted. All right, so 31 points to Demarcus. He's looking real hurt.
I have 5
Oh,
health
boy.
left.
Yes,
Oh wait,
you
no,
do.
you didn't mark down the 4 from whatever that the fall damage.
Oh
You
my
didn't mark.
gosh,
I
you
have one
hit
health
point.
left. Oh my
Should have
god.
brought Gumare. I told you guys. Nobody listened.
And that was everything that the Cloud Giant had. He's going to stay put. He likes his position. He can see the whole battlefield. And that's going to bring us to Kamba.
All right. Shit. Kamba's gotta fucking do something here. Fuck it. All right. Sorry. Where's my dice? There. Come on. There you go. Fuck you.
Bardic. If it'll even
Yeah,
matter.
Bardic, and I have Bless as well.
Oh fuck yeah, we keep giving bless.
I'll do Bless first. I don't know what the hell's going on with that thing.
It'll land eventually.
So that's what?
17.
Does that hit?
I can't tell you. You have to decide if you want to use Bardic or not.
I'm gonna use my Bardic.
That hits.
Now you can tell us, would that have hit without the Bardic?
No, I can't tell you.
Okay.
I already should have known. I just don't remember.
Right, which is exactly what he was counting on.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's a 17.
Yep.
And then I attack again. Surprise, surprise.
Ooh.
Damn.
Plus
Wait, do I have a
Bardic.
thing that lets me crit on 19? No.
No, you don't have that.
Damn it. All right. Then here's the damage on that.
11.
So 11. How does he look?
He's looking pretty beat up, but he's still standing. He's in the fight.
Is it worth action surge? Is it worth an action surge? Oh, and a question for you. So would you count my Now There's Mischief as being used?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you still cast it. It still went off, but then you lost it as soon as you raged.
Okay. Let me see here. Is it worth action surge? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Is it worth it?
I think so, but that's totally up to you.
Yeah, fuck it. I gotta put this asshole down, I guess, right? So combat action surges. Fuck it.
That hits.
All right. That's 15, another 15 damage to him.
Okay.
And does that hit?
Yeah.
Thanks, Dave. Fucking metagaming piece of shit. 13.
All right. Still standing. Still standing.
And then
Jesus fuck.
bonus. How does he look?
He's looking really fucked up.
All right.
Still double digits though.
All right,
Well, that's
then
disappointing.
bonus action. Kamba's going to Suggest everybody drinks a potion of healing as their bonus action on a turn. And what do we
Bonus
have for
action
bonus
suggest use your bonus action.
what do we have? What do we have for potions again?
So I
We have
put
the
it in the
small ones, the
chat,
medium
but
ones, and the big ones.
each of us
Oh,
got 2
right here, I got
regular healing, 1 greater healing, and 1 superior healing. We already used the heroisms and the invisibilities, obviously.
All right. How much does a greater healing do again?
64 plus 6, I believe. Oh no, sorry, greater is 4d4. Plus 4.
4d4 plus 4.
Yep.
Oh, my owl was supposed to be in this fight this whole time.
All right. Combat drinks a greater healing potion.
There you go. If not now, then when?
Plus, what did you say? 4?
4.
So 14 healing.
And you're
Alright.
raging, so double that.
Wait, what?
Seriously?
No.
No.
He almost
Wait,
had me
what?
there too. I was like,
I was about to start
I know,
Googling. I was
you
like,
still
since
have me. I'm
fucking...
like, hold on, wait a minute. Shut the fuck up. What? You
That
have
would
no
be
idea
so
how many
broken.
potions combat drinks. Like,
Alright. Anything else, Combo?
no, that's a lot of stuff that I just did. Pretty much
It
burned my
sure
nuke there.
is. Sure is. Legendary action. Pylums. As they shift and the shields once again open for these strong-armed Orogs. They're going to throw, and they're each going to throw them at Kamba, who did some crazy stuff to that fire giant.
Sorry, did you say
Uh,
pylums?
Pylums. Yeah, they're like javelins essentially, but they're a little bit longer.
With barbs on them.
Oh,
Yeah,
weird.
they're very.
Okay.
Yeah, Romans used them back in the day.
Yep.
Okay, so I believe both those are hits. They're plus 8, I believe, but let me double check that real quick. I'm a liar. They are plus 6, so 19 and 23.
The 23 hits, the 19 doesn't.
Okay, so just 1 hit then. 1d6 plus 4, 7 rounded down to 3.
Okay.
All right, but now it's actually their turn. And this is going to be a flurry of pike attacks against Claude. This is where they get
Oh,
dangerous. So at advantage for all of their strikes, that is a 20-something, a 20-something. That might be a miss. 15 and 20-something. So 3 hits.
Jesus.
That is going to be 3d10 plus 18. 3d10 plus 18. Oh,
wow.
Amazing.
Terrible rolls. Okay, so you take 23 points of damage halved. We'll call it 11 points of damage. How you looking, Claude?
Oh, I'm looking good. I just went down to
Yeah,
double digits finally.
thought so. And then they're also each going to take a they're each gonna take crossbow strikes. They don't have any advantage here, so we'll just split it. We'll do. Actually, Claude, they just saw you take all these strikes. They're just each gonna shoot you. See if they can hit. 1 hit. So that is 1d10 plus 4, and they have their reactions and legendary actions back. 10 points, half down to 5. Good
All right.
Lord. That is all they can do. Claude, and then DeMarcus.
All right. Claude's going to try to finish off these ones in front of him that he's been hitting, or trying to hit
Okay.
at least. We'll
It's
do reckless.
certainly possible. Okay, reckless, bring it on, come on.
Don't
that's a
forget,
hit.
I don't mean to metagame out of character. You guys can move interchangeably, right?
No, I know. Every time I've just been letting him go because as of right
I'm
now,
just
there
letting-
hasn't been a good reason for me to go first.
Yeah.
Same thing for you, Claude, as well. Like, I think, generally speaking, I don't think we have any resources that we haven't already split, but like we can interchangeably use our inventory, I think, is what Storm has told us in the past.
I don't think so with that one, actually.
No, not
You've
interchangeable
let me pull
using your.
potions. You've let me pull potions.
That's when we truly weren't sure who had it, so we were just
Yes.
kind of like,
Oh, fair enough.
yeah,
All right, my bad then.
that's when we truly
Yeah.
weren't sure.
Never
So,
mind. The man
Claude,
behind the curtain.
you guys can choose who goes, or you can do things in tandem to each other. So like he could cast Shield of Faith on you while you run away, and then you can do your turn after that. Like you can get some pretty creative stuff there.
You do
but,
your action, then I do mine, but then you use your movement because now my action freed up your spot. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, you're just gonna bop these dudes on the head whack-a-mole style, right?
Yeah. At least for now. So 22 on the first one
Oh yeah, that's
for
it.
the hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And 1d12. So 3 plus 5 is 8 plus another 3. That's 11 plus a d6. That's 2. That's 13.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and pump in a little bit of Storm Strike on this one.
Ooh.
Well,
How many of those you got left?
one more after this. So that's another 4.
Damn. Okay.
I'm
They
just
need to make a
imagining
con save.
Claude
+8
fucking
here.
spinning around with a fucking huge fucking. What do you use, an axe?
Yeah. Yeah,
And just
two-handed
spinning
battle axe.
around, chopping the tips off of spears and shit as they come out at him with pikes.
Right.
And these guys are still up.
They're still up.
Jesus.
I know
Damn.
they're beefy, man. They're beefy.
They don't do damage, but man, they can take it.
Yeah.
At least not on a region board. It's not bad. All right, so 17 plus 9 hits.
Oh yeah.
We'll do a d12 and a d6.
Okay.
That's 8 plus 8. That's 16 total.
16. Oh, you just got them to single digit.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding. These things have a ton of health pool. This is one of their elite battle squads. Not all of them are like this, but these ones are.
Oh, okay. So I picked the one. Oh, well, we can pump a storm strike into that one too.
Well,
That
all
your
right.
last one.
I don't know if you'll have 9. I don't know if you'll be able to kill him in one, but yeah.
Well, just because they just went in the single digits doesn't mean,
5.
Okay, so if you can land your offhand attack, then you would kill all of them. This would be what's a sextuplet? I don't know
7.
what you call that.
So 7 plus 9. That's 16. Plus
Bless.
my d4.
Bless, yeah.
Come
Come on,
on.
4.
20.
No, that's 19.
Oh.
19. Okay. That does not hit.
Okay, well that's it. That's all I have.
Bardic.
No.
He doesn't have Bardic.
Does he have an inspiration?
Hero point.
Hero
He
point?
does.
I
I
have
don't know.
hero
Do you have
point
hero
or
point?
inspiration? Nope.
You're dry. Okay.
Yeah, should have taken that luck feat.
Demarcus. Oh wait, I'm sorry. First, legendary
you.
actions.
God damn it. I
Pike
knew it.
strikes at advantage. Natural 20 on one. Ooh, big ol' whiff on the other. Okay.
Balances out.
Two-
Balances out.
2d10 plus 6 here. That is 15. We'll down that to 7 points of damage to Claude. Still looking very alright. To Marcus.
I reverse engineer my steps from the last turn that get me back into the doorway. And once again unleash a this time 3rd level lightning bolt. So literally my last turn, but opposite.
Exact same thing. Okay.
Yep.
So here's the fire giant.
He'll take half.
16. And then same thing from the Orcs. You watch as they pivot around, but they fail this time. Oh wait, it's at advantage. I'm sorry. They fail completely, which means they will take half damage. From
Of
this strike
8d6.
of 8d6. Which means they're
Lowest they
toast.
could possibly take would be 4.
Yeah, they're dead.
Okay. And then half this for the fire giant.
15 to the fire giant. The fire giant is so close to death. You know what? You probably would have been close enough. How much is
10
that
feet.
range on your little thing? Yeah, I'd say you could definitely hit him for that if you want.
I don't remember what that adds. Let me look at it again. I know it's a set amount, so there's no roll. I just don't remember what it is. Clear. I'll get it out here.
It's
4.
a bit, I'm pretty sure. 4. Okay.
Still standing.
Yeah. He had 3 hit points.
Holy shit.
So you guys
Hey.
watch. DeMarcus starts running. He begins
Fleeing,
casting a spell.
limping.
Limping. He starts limping, but as soon as he starts to cast his spell, he just starts gently floating off the ground until the stars align. There's a break in the storm, and he just sights in, reaches back over his shoulder, grabs a javelin made of lightning, and just throws it right through the chest of this giant, and it explodes as this secondary arc of like this more purple
Hold on.
lightning color.
I got that part. As my feet touch the ground again for my jump, one little spark kicks off my boot and finishes him off.
Yeah, one little spark from your boot. And then the lightning bolt pierces through this giant and it collides right onto the Orog's shield. But instead of deflecting it this time, it bounces off his shield, bounces on the inside of his cohort's shield, and then bounces off the helmet. And you watch as an accidental chain lightning occurs, just frying all of these Orogs in front of you. And Claude, you watch as they all drop dead before you. That brings us to the top of initiative order, where we will pick up next week.
Before we do
Dang
that,
it, DeMarcus, I had it.
before we do that, to end my turn, bonus action. I'm gonna drink my greater healing. So what was that? 44 plus 4.
Yes.
Would you like to add this for me so it's
Sure.
on my sheet?
Sure. 17.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
Look at
18
you.
health.
Hey. There you go.
Okay.
All right. Awesome.
Hopefully about-
Well, thanks for playing late, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for being cool with me coming up late. Appreciate it.
Oh, it worked out for me. Literally, when I walked in and like you jumped on, I had just gotten back inside from my car getting towed here. So it was literally the exact time I needed.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I hope you had fun. And do me a favor. Don't finalize it, but explore what level 10 looks like for your characters, because if you live, you will level up. And I don't want to spend the entire session just leveling up. So think on it.
Cool.
All right,
Word.
guys. I will see you all next week.
Adios.
Hey, have you played Star Citizen with the new
No.
update?
I jumped into Arena Commander and played around for like a second, but I need to spend some more time with it, but I've been distracted by Starfield.
Yeah, same here.
Hey.
Yeah. All right, guys. I gotta go to bed. Have a
Yeah.
good night.
All right.
Chat with y'all
Peace.
next week.
Good night.
Yeah, I'm gonna be heading out fucking to go to bed myself. I'm exhausted. But only thing I do want to, what do you think? Do I just
Well-
I think I'm just gonna take another level in sorcerer to get the next level spells opened up. I think that's the
I'm
right
thinking
call.
for this battle, what we need to do is Claude's obviously held down by the one swarm there. There's those group of people down. Like, do you still have the waiting on GM screen up?
They're down. Though that's why they're not fighting us. Those are
Okay.
injured guys. Yeah. The
All right,
only
cool.
ones
So,
left is the guy in the air and the ones fighting Claude.
So then, does anybody remember the initiative order?
I
It's gonna
just
go
went.
Cloud Giant's gonna be next.
Yes, it's gonna
And
go Cloud
then-
Giant, then Swarm, then Claw, then Comba, Claude me. I think actually.
Right. So if we all have interchangeable things, Claude, obviously you're going after the swarm, but DeMarcus, you might be able to fucking vortex warp me somewhere I could get to this fucking Cloud Giant.
I can't. It can't be in the air. It has to be on a surface that can support
If
you.
I can jump to him, if I can do something,
No,
you know what I mean?
he's
Like,
so high up. Trust me, I was thinking of it for myself already. There isn't any. I know where he is, and there's not. Um,
Claude, what are you
the
thinking?
only thing I could think would be to vortex warp you to the other side of the swarm to give you guys flanking, but that would be my entire turn.
I think we're probably going to sit there and take damage from that cloud guy just sitting up high. So the best course of action will probably just be retreat inside where he can't fly anymore.
That's DeMarcus's plan.
All right. So, what do you have in terms of like disengage, anything like that? Like, I know.
Hey,
Yeah.
shut your mouth.
I'm not. Nobody's saying anything.
Okay. I go first. Twin spell, vortex warp, both of you into the building with me.
I would rather see. How about? Can we? Depending on how it works out. Yes, but you go last, and I use my turn, and Claude uses his turn
that makes
to get
sense, yeah.
attacks off. To get attacks off on these fuckers before we retreat. If we can put them down before we go in with like fucking 4 attacks on them, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
that
a pretty
makes
sweet
sense.
deal.
And then last
And then we
move
get
before
back
you
in.
fully end your turn, because we'll all have free actions. So when I bring you guys into the room with me, we close the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. And then it becomes, yeah, I mean, you know, we don't want to give them, they know the interior of the building, and they know they could leave this. The reason that I wanted to have this like go out in the open and get them engaged is because they can't leave to go get something or get reinforcements or do some other bullshit with
Right.
the fucking castle that we're not going to know about. So I just want to keep that's a great plan. Yes. Like,
At
Claude,
least
you're
for
exactly
next turn.
right.
At
Get the
least
fuck
for
inside the
next
building.
turn to get our bearings back.
Right. No, I'm not disagreeing at all. I just want to keep everybody's like mind on that one too.
Yep, no, that's a good call. That's good. That's smart.
Yep. Yeah. If they
Yeah.
set some alarm, or if he just uses teleport and goes somewhere in the
So
castle and then runs down,
basically,
it's a bunch of people.
for the next round at least, Cloud Giant's gonna attack. Then the Swarm's gonna attack. And then you two are gonna do your attacks. And I'm going to
I don't have a measurement between me and Claude.
You can't
and
make
that
it
thing.
walking. I can tell already that's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You're 35 feet away from engagement.
I can bust out, but I'd have to drop something, wouldn't I? It's a full action to put something away, or is it a bonus
If
action?
you're talking about throwing a javelin, Storm has not tracked that or cared. You can just throw a
I'm
javelin.
talking about pulling out my fucking longbow.
I don't know if Storm will care necessarily. You can just try it and see what happens.
Is
at
that an
least.
action or a bonus action? I don't remember.
So it's a free action to put away or draw a weapon, but then after that it becomes it becomes an action
Is it
to
an
do
action
the
or-
other.
Oh, lame. That's a full action to do it.
You can do one for free, but
Right.
I don't know. All I
think
know is
You might be able to drop, then draw, and pick up something, because I think pickup's still a free action as well. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but
Maybe
then,
you'd have to look into it.
yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I mean,
you could see if he lets you free action drop both your sword and shield on the ground, and then bonus action pull your bow. But the problem is then when I vortex warp you, your shield and sword are outside.
yeah, I don't want to drop anything. That's what I'm getting into.
Exactly.
So I don't know. I mean, we might just end up using Claude's 2 attacks on these fucking guys and then getting inside and then having to deal with them later. But you know,
Well, I don't think, I think what he was saying, he mentioned that one that I was attacking were like an elite group too.
right? Yeah.
So we might be able to put this group down a lot faster.
I don't
than
know if he meant that both of
150
these
points we did.
swarms are elite groups or not.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if he meant like
yeah.
the ones up here are the elite ones, but down on the ground fight you were fighting regular ones. I don't know what he meant.
But yeah, so whatever you two are gonna do, you guys figure that out. But the round's gonna end with me bringing you two inside and us slamming the doors shut.
That sounds good.
All right,
And
I'm
I
gonna
get.
go to bed.
All right.
I will
Take it
talk to you
easy, Gorgas.
guys next week.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.